Mitch, you still have a, do you still have a Switch?
Yes. I still have a
I'm lending you my copy of,
3DS.
I'm lending you my copy of 3D All Stars so you can play Galaxy. It's very important.
No, it's not.
I
You
fucking
don't
love
like
the
good
mode.
games.
Then how come I like the finals?
You like Apex Legends.
I
That is
miss
damning
Apex.
evidence.
I don't like it right now. I miss what it was.
Yes,
What
yes.
it once was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Is that really how long it was?
almost.
The year is 2025. The place, Strickland Academy of the Magical Arts. An iconic school of wizards in the world of Carinio, one with a storied history. Only the best mages across the lands have attended and seen graduation. They go on to be crowned Master Spellcasters by Dean Ricard Strickland, the greatest wizard of the Foundation era. Our players, a plucky group of freshman students, are on their way to greatness. But can they make it to their next class on time and balance a good social life? Welcome to Strickland Academy of the Magical Arts freshman year, session 2. Yay!
We're back, baby!
We're back.
Well, a recap is in order, so I will start us out. Um, in session 1, we spent a lot of the first hour doing our schedules and constantly being confused on when classes are and what classes we can fit in a schedule and how on earth we're actually expected to do all of our classwork and fit it all in one term, which is very
Like
similar to
school.
a real college experience.
It was
Um,
immersive.
in that even your advisors and admissions counselors don't actually know what the answers to those questions are. Um, when we arrived, I don't recall who arrived first.
You.
What I did.
Mhm.
It was you.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. We do pay our coachmen a lot of money, so
We were all
um,
late. It's fine.
but I was the least late, and I think
Mhm.
that's what's important. Um, as I arrived with my many suitcases, Halloran collides headfirst into the back of my head, and then I fall on top of Hestia. But Clive saves the day because the Karlef was not wasted, and that was our first big win. Um, we learned a couple of things about Wabuji, um, mostly from Halloran doing a history check with me, and then they did a small drug trade. Uh, was that who did you give the mysterious liquid to? Was that Clive
Clive.
or
That
Hestia?
It was
was
Clive.
yeah.
Yeah,
I have
Clive,
that
yeah.
one.
I
Gold,
guess
gold
that
vial.
that makes sense where their reputation for being able to provide drugs came from. Clive just has mysterious liquids on him. Um, and then we arrived closer to the campus, and since I don't have that many notes, I'll pass it off to someone else real quick.
I'll go next. First of all, in that history check, we learned that Aquios, is that correct on pronunciation, Theo?
Aquios.
Aquios? Okay.
I don't remember
Is
who that is.
That's
Akalus.
no,
no,
is
that's
the
the
northernmost continent of
yeah.
Carinios.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I
Yeah.
forgot about
So,
Isn't that the
so,
first encounter
The
from Spire of
North.
the Watcher? I thought.
that. That's Aklos.
um,
I believe it was Aquios, yeah.
I have it written down. It is.
and so then we made our way inside of this gigantic spire with like all these connected like sub spires in the clouds and stuff. Um, despite like the whole landscape around us being like completely just fields.
Hmm.
Um, and so then when we entered in, we were like apparently the last four students to arrive. Everybody else is already in the like entrance chamber, and then we found rhubarb among other names our buddy who got he's missing now, but he
Oh no.
He's been missing. We don't care.
The
What a
fifth member
shame.
of the friend group.
but we were introduced to him there
Pierce, if you will.
before we were all divided up into like our different flags. I don't remember what flag we were given. Part I
Turquoise.
forget. Turquoise. Okay. I don't know
Pride
why I
Month.
didn't write that down. But yeah. So we were all divided up, and our group was the four of us and Rhubarb. Unfortunately, well,
Tragically.
yeah. Well, wow. Signed an NDA about it, but yeah. And so then we got a tour, but from like a simulacrum of hold on.
You got it.
You
I
looking
got
for his
it.
name?
He's got it. Let him do it.
Just I got it. Hold on. I forgot to pull up the other document. By where
He's in
Where
the
is-
class schedule.
Well,
It looks
yeah,
like
I
you're
know,
looking
I-
into the Ark of the Covenant right now.
does it? Oh,
Aurelia
Devonius
opening
Coningwillow.
his textbook.
Devonius Coningwillow's simulacrum gave us a tour, so I'll let somebody else take that if they want the
All
tour.
right, the other two, broad strokes. Keep going.
We met a plant. Hestia was able to talk to the plant.
It's a cool plan.
What else? Clive is the coolest man at school. So cool. Smoked weed with Hestia's roommate at one point. In a drinking contest.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that Aurelia can hold her fucking alcohol. Holy shit.
That's the
Yeah.
takeaway, I guess.
I'm an alcoholic. We discovered this.
We went to class. We each picked out our dorms. That's all I can remember off the top of my head because I lost my notebook.
Oh.
Hestia.
Anything that we missed? Let me take a look.
There's one significant thing that we missed.
Oh yeah, Aurelia's horse's name is Eustace.
Oh, yeah.
Important. Very important.
Lore.
We had a little introduction to some magic with grass, which is total bullshit. In our tour, I
Total
gave.
bullshit. And yet he produces a thunder wave.
You can do that without grass. You don't need grass for that shit. I gave the professor weed with fire opal. I sucked off Aurelia's finger.
Hell yeah.
Clive's
I
roommate
don't
is
remember
a
that either.
kenku that is completely devoid of like any vocabulary, and Clive is a dick and won't talk to him. Not cool. Not cool, Clive.
Clive instead goes out and parties.
And has
and comes
fades
home
to
to his
black
eldritch horror
moments
roommate.
with Ovalis, my motherfucking roommate.
I am fucking your roommate.
Ovalis,
Yes.
the artsy girly.
The artsy girly.
Artsy girly.
With her space buns, not a beehive.
Did she invent the hikey climby?
No.
No.
That's Dewey Hickey, excuse you.
Clive is a badass for skipping class.
When did I do that?
You just said that.
A lot.
What?
You did.
I didn't just say that.
You said it right now. You literally just said it out loud. What are you talking about? Are you feeling okay?
Okay, all right. I see. Yes, I see.
Gaslighting each other into modifying the canon of the campaign.
It's in quotes. It's written down. It's true. Yeah, that was pretty much all that we have, and then midterms are coming up. So.
Yes. Yes, they are. They're coming up quick.
Let's see.
It is week 5.
Do you name my roommate after a clear obscure character?
I did. Renoir. We didn't touch on Renoir, but he is scared of women.
He is violently scared of women. Anyway, I think that's everything.
Yes. So it's week 5 of classes. It should be about we're gonna we're gonna make a few small changes about how we do the weeks of classes, mainly the weekend, which we are going to introduce as like a thing. I didn't write down anything concrete about how we're gonna do it, but we'll just kind of we'll work it out. So I guess we can start by me asking you to roll initiative. There's gonna be a lot of that today, so we're gonna have you guys go in the call order every time. So Aurelia first, Hestia last, in terms of telling me.
Okay.
I am rolled.
I got a 14.
Okay.
9.
17.
21.
Okay. Okay, so Hestia's Wednesday.
I thought we didn't do Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you said okay. All right, because it's 3.
No, we don't do
part-
Wednesdays because Wednesdays don't exist.
That's
Noah.
true.
And Aurelia will be 5's day.
We Wednesday in this bitch.
We be Wednesday in.
We be in onesies.
I'm glad I got rid of my cursed dice.
Yeah, that was really bad last time. I don't know what the hell happened, but so
Dude, I have a cursed fucking dice, man. I'm telling you.
let me pull up this again to see what exactly how we do this again.
The calculation was involving like how late in the week it was, and
I have it
whether or
right
not you're
here.
taking.
So Hestia, it's Wednesday. You just woke up after a weekend of drinking.
You are
and
hungover.
on Sunday you had that deadly hangover, and you all kind of hung out together trying to nurse that. And today is Wednesday. You're on your way to class. Let's do your class participation first, because you are in the top half of the week.
I am looking at my schedule. I love being first. Love it.
Also, Theo,
Halloran
since
is
it's a
the
new
next
session,
up.
we
Since it's a new session, you can
range
use any
food.
skill you want.
right, yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Skill?
Like
Yes,
as
for
a,
the
because you
skill
can't use the
challenge.
same one for the skill challenge twice in the same session.
Correct.
Oh, was that? I thought it was just twice in a row.
No.
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
He's been gaming the system.
I don't think I have. I just didn't know
No,
that
I'm
that
just
was
saying.
a rule, so I'm gonna try not to do that.
Okay. So for my morning class, still not 100% back from this terrible drinking escapade. I'm going to try and use performance to at least make it look like I'm awake and trying my hardest. Keep up that facade.
Okay. In your class, there's someone sitting next to you who saw you at the function, and knew how you almost threw up after a drink, and is kind of like giving you side eyes throughout all of class, and it's distracting you while you're trying to perform at your best. So it's gonna make the DC go up by 3. Your DC is now. Your course level is 1.
Yes. And my smarts is 2.
Okay. 9. It's gonna be 13.
Nat 20.
Damn, you're so convincing.
So 21.
Why is I'm worried for the future of Corinio's campaign if we're rolling like this now.
New dice, man. It's letting me in easy.
I fear
you
we're gonna have to
perform-
put Vodan down like a dog.
You you perform so
Like a
well
wolf.
at convincing others that you are like totally sober minded that the teacher calls you up in the middle of a lecture to demonstrate something, and you do so well that a classmate approaches you after class and tells you that if you ever need help on the midterm, they know of a certain document that might be helpful. They may own contraband information.
Okay.
This classmate's name, so that you can see it later. Fantasy name generator.
It's a scroll of detect thoughts.
Get me a fursona name. Huh.
Ew.
We'll make them a
Fursona?
halfling. Female halfling.
Is it a halfling with a fursona? Are
Uh,
they a druid?
No, their name's Gilly Goodwort. Gilly Goodwort.
Gillian?
She is a sorcerer, but she wanted to be a ranger. She remarks that to you.
She just
Can't
wasn't
relate.
cool enough.
All of a sudden, Hestia is just possessed by something. He goes, no, you don't.
Wizards of the Coast doesn't want you to be.
It's okay. It's better this way. Trust me.
I don't recommend it, you know.
Hunter smart.
And then, what do you want to
Hunter's
do on your? What do you want to do on your free time?
I think I'm gonna. I have study group.
Yes, you
So
do.
I'm going to study for midterms with them.
Okay. You will get +2 smarts. That will help for your midterm. If you want to, instead of taking 2 smarts, you can get an extra spell preparation slot, or spell preparation, I guess, page in your like. All of you you know how Wizard has the spell book that contains all the spells, you know? All of you basically have that. That'll be your prepared spells. So if you want to have one more spell prepared for midterms instead of 2 smarts, I'll allow that.
Okay. Is there a max?
Do we even know what the spell? Sorry.
Is there a max on how many of those that we can have?
No. Well, there's only a certain number of spells that exist of first level, but I'll
I'd
say
like to know 5 different iterations of Fireball.
but no, there technically isn't a cap.
Okay.
But if you want to like use one during midterms and save another for later, you can do that too.
Okay.
So do with that what you will. We'll move on to next turn. Halloran. It's Tuesday.
Okay. It's Tuesday. So on Tuesday in the morning, I have Mana and you.
Okay.
And, you know, since midterms are coming up, I imagine we're doing a little bit of an in-class review, a little pop quiz. But it's open note, you know, the professor's merciful, so I would like to use investigation to look through my notes to find the correct answers in an efficient manner and also cram it into my brain, because when I'm looking, I'm like, of course, I remember that.
Okay. So you're like deep in your notes.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think of a complication.
Your ADHD kicks in hard.
Not again!
Roll a wisdom save.
What class are you?
Wizard.
Okay. You see a fellow wizard with a, like, as you're trying to cram, you kind of look up for a second and you see a fellow wizard with a much cooler looking codex than yours. Like, kind of ancient looking, and you can't help but resist the urge to maybe go up and ask, so that's gonna distract you from your cramming a little bit. So I'll add 3 to your DC, so that'll make your, what's your smarts?
3.
Okay. That'll be 13 again.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. I don't have any of that.
You don't have cool.
What's up? What's up?
No was a.
I'm gonna use my inspiration that I had from last time.
Yeah, you totally didn't fail, right?
No, not at all. I wanted to use it, burn it down, you know?
Just feeling
okay,
inspired today.
Halloran wanted to succeed.
Did you fail
twice.
again?
I got 4 the first time, and the second time I got 5.
So, you just feel too distracted by this codex, and you feel the need to approach and ask way too many questions about where he got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just awkward interaction.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's from my grandfather. He was a wizard. I guess.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I
Do you think
guess.
I could borrow it sometime?
Maybe.
It's kind of like old and like a
Oh,
family
yeah,
heirloom.
yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah, I get that. Maybe I can just like I don't know, copy some notes. Maybe just borrow it for a second. I can make a copy of it and stuff. It's just really cool.
I don't know. There's like some pretty there's stuff I would like to have for myself. I don't know if I can place that
Oh, yeah.
responsibility in your hands.
Yeah. No, I get that. I am pretty responsible, but I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. What class are you in next?
I have what's it called? The Arcane Essentials. It's the boring one, you know.
Yeah, totally the boring one.
Yeah, can't stand that class. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
worst, right? I kind of
yeah.
elbowed him in the side a little too hard.
Ow. What?
Oh, sorry.
roll
sorry,
damage.
You're just really small.
That hurt.
Kill him.
Sorry. You're just really small, and I forget.
You
sometimes
gain
that small
10
people
XP.
can handle it.
I've seen you somewhere before. Are you in that study group that hangs out in the library for way too long?
Well, I would say it's way too long. You know, we just enjoy each other's company. You know.
Well, it would just be nice to have it would be nice to have an empty study room. You know, the checkout sheets are, it's kind of important. You're there for your block and then you leave.
Well, yeah, but no one's ever complained about it to us, so I didn't think it was an issue or anything. But
Well,
could have said something to our faces, when we're all together.
well, you want me to say something to your face? Is this are we getting into a scuffle or something?
No. That's not what I meant. I'm so sorry. I don't. Maybe you could go in one of the private study rooms. I don't know. The library's kind of like a public place, you know. I
Yeah.
turn around, I go back, I sit down.
Bye. That was weird. He's gonna leave class early and hopefully never see you again.
Minus
And-
1 cool, but only for interactions with that guy from now on.
Man asks what your next class is, goes disastrously.
You
We
wouldn't
will give
believe
you-
what happens next.
We will give you -1 cool for that interaction, because oh my god.
Yeah, I'm at -1 cool.
Woo!
Now free time, perhaps.
Hey,
Mayhaps.
I want to go to my study group and I want to gossip about this guy.
Okay, well you get no studying done. And you learn more about this guy. You learn that his name, fantasy name generator. Give me 1 second.
Horton.
Let's see. Horton. Like Horton Hears a Who.
I don't know. This is the first name that I thought.
Let's see. Doo 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 doo. Boom. 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 Boo doo boo. He was an Aarakocra named.
He was before he was elbowed in the chest.
Before he got elbowed in the wing and died.
Yeah, died horribly.
His name is Ziak.
Ziak.
Yeah.
Spelled Z. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because he has to be named George.
Oh yeah.
His name is George.
Why?
George the Aarakocra, because
That-
I got called out, and so I
Did
got
I miss
called out
something?
for my fantasy name spelling, so I had to name him George.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just
Oh.
Yeah,
like
fuck you,
because it's
George.
normally spelled or what?
Yeah, just it's a normal name. It's spelled how it's normally spelled, George. He is a what kind of bird is he? Lydia, you know birds. What kind of bird is this guy?
Raven.
Okay, he's a kenku.
Oh.
He's an Arakenku.
Well, that would
yeah,
make
he's,
sense.
he's a mix. That's why he can talk.
I'm just
We'll
asking
call-
for a
we-
bird.
It's a mix.
Well, yeah, I know, but a
He's a
kenku,
butt.
they have certain vocabulary restrictions, which wouldn't make sense with the roleplay we just did. We'll make him a blue-footed booby. That's what he is.
What if he's?
You know that
what if-
kenkus aren't like always ravens, right?
I bet he's an ostrich.
They basically are.
He's an
Uh,
ostrich.
He's a
That's
100%.
racist.
He's a blue-footed
care.
booby.
Not you, Noah. Theo.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
he's a complete
kenkus are
fucking
basically
boob,
ravens.
alright?
Kenku can be whatever they want.
Why wouldn't they be a crow?
But what if he wants to be an ostrich?
I think they can be both.
I think George is just a mutt. He's a mutt bird.
He's a
can't
blue-footed
quite tell
booby.
what he is. No, you can't quite tell what he is. He could be a number of different things. So you can't quite say.
You'll
He's
find
a-
out
he's a
once he
freak.
takes his shirt off. Then you'll know exactly what he is.
He's a blue-footed
Yeah,
booby.
exactly.
But he's never gonna do that for you.
He's got that
'cause
stupid
you
blue
lost one
beak
clue.
and those blue feet.
It looks fucking stupid.
Looks stupid. Yeah, so you learn that he's this blue-footed booby, Aarakocra, and that he is mostly a shut-in who sits in his room. He lives by himself in the name of dorms. The Toe Twist Tower, which is for, like, the poorer people.
For the poor.
Oh my god. Thank you for the
Um,
ammunition.
Some people say that he is carrying a codex filled with ancient spells from his great-grandfather wizard, who is rumored to be in the same class as Ricard Strickland himself. And yeah.
His name has a lot of U's in it.
No.
It's actually Leroycan.
Urun canonically is not alive yet.
As far as we know.
Yo, define alive.
Anyway. Terrible Lorokan joke, Noah.
I know.
It's Threes Day, and during why the music is like not
It's
working.
giving up.
There we go.
It's
I was wondering why
Thursday.
it was deafening silence after
It's-
that bit.
It's because no music. Threes Day is when you get handed your midterm slip. On the slip, it outlines what will be happening during the midterms. This midterm will be a combat scenario where you team up with your teams from orientation and attempt to wrangle a monster. The kind of guidelines as to what exactly the test will be like is you are assigned a room. The room will contain a monster. You have tags that each of you hold. The monster has to be tagged by every single one of you. Once it is, and the round ends with all of the tags on it, you will be considered passing. This is a pass-fail test. If you do not get all of your tags onto the monster within a certain number of rounds, you will fail.
How do we
What are the
tag it?
tags made of?
The
Like
tags
how
are,
do you tag them?
you know, like a luggage
Sticky
tag?
note.
It's just paper and string.
So you have to tie it around them, or
It'll be like an action that you do to just place the tag onto it.
okay.
Everyone's loving the music. And on the slip where it says your monster name, it doesn't give you any other information other than the name of your monster is a thirsted wretch.
Thirsted wretch.
So we're gonna tag Aurelia?
So
A what?
Say it in character.
Aurelia's the thirsted wretch.
that's thirsted wench to you.
For the rest of this week and next week, you will have the opportunity to try to figure out what that is and to prepare yourselves for the said midterm.
Wait a minute. What if fucking Rutabaga doesn't show up? He's in our group. If he doesn't place his tag,
Oh,
It's a
fuck.
Theo's setting us up for failure.
I have not.
He wants us to be held back.
I'll lodge a complaint with fucking admissions.
I don't think they're the ones that would be in charge of it.
No, I'm trying to get him expelled.
Oh.
And your
Just go for car.
Your room assignment for this is the prismed ballroom.
Prism?
The prismed,
Oh, prism.
prismed adjectival ballroom.
The prison
Yeah.
ballroom. We're going to
The
jail.
prison's ballroom.
This is a prison.
We get to go to hell again,
yeah.
guys. The prison
The
hell.
monster.
Yay!
The monster is
We're gonna be paired
undamageable.
up with a new student. Her name is Isaroria.
Just to lay out some of the more mechanical ways that this will work, the monster, basically, since you're so low level, will be unkillable to you. And you don't have weapons other than your spells. So you can use damage as a means to achieve your objective, but don't think you can go in and kill the monster.
I cast a level 7 Thunder Wave with a blade of grass.
I'm not sure that I
there
have
will-
any spells.
It can be, well, you should. Aren't you a ranger?
Well, yeah, hold on.
Do rangers
None of
get
us chose
spells?
spells
at...
on them.
Yeah, their first feature they get at level 1 is spellcasting.
I have Hunter's Mark.
Yay!
I don't think
You
any of us
need-
chose any spells.
I did.
I did.
I chose my spells before the campaign started because I knew we were
hold
gonna
on.
get them eventually.
I'm gonna go
And-
to the. Hold on.
Also, we leveled up
Oh,
last
wait.
session.
We leveled up last session?
Yes,
We
we're level
leveled
1
up to
now.
Well,
one.
yeah.
Wait.
You should pick
so
your spells
Okay,
between
well, I gotta
sessions.
choose
Character
spells.
level 1, Ranger, spells, prepared spells 0. You currently have no known spell. Oh, sorry. I can just it. Listen. I've never played Ranger before.
It's a lot to learn and a lot to keep track of.
The
I
note,
Hunter's
Hunter's
Mark.
Mark again.
the note also remarks that there is a hidden extra credit opportunity within the exam. That is
Ooh, I
worth
like
half.
extra credit.
That is worth half the points that the exam is worth.
Holy shit. Usually it's
Um,
a single point.
Well, we are being placed in a room with a thirsted wretch. I would imagine they're gonna give us some opportunities.
Yeah, that's
Every
fair.
other group is given a different monster. So you can ask around and see what other people have gotten. You have gotten the thirsted wretch. Don't try to look it up and metagame me, because I made that name up.
I'm like somewhat offended that you
Damn.
think I would put enough effort into combat to look up the stats beforehand.
Joke's on you. I don't know any of your monsters ever. It's always a
Theo,
Well, you
surprise.
know what a werewolf is.
I'll even
Now
look
I
at
do.
my own character sheet before we go into combat.
Well, that's a different problem.
Wait.
That's
I
why
can't
your
wait
turns
to
take
talk
so fucking long.
I can't wait to talk to someone who's fighting a pyre wolf.
How
Just give
how
him a
many
kiss.
spells does Ranger get at level 1? Like slot wise.
It should tell you on D&D Beyond.
Or I don't know what it is.
If you go to spells, go to manage spells.
They get 2 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 1 prepared spells.
Okay, well I have 2 picked. All right, it grayed out. Okay, yeah, I'm just stupid. Yeah, I have my spells picked now. So
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
sorry about
use
that.
your free time wisely to prepare for this midterm if you so choose. There are opportunities to gather scrolls of spells and things like that, or to learn more about the monster. You guys are creative, you'll get it. We'll move into Force Day, and it'll be Clive. Clive, what'd you do during your free time on Thursday?
I partied. However, when partying, I asked the bartender at the where I was partying.
This
about-
party has a bartender.
Well,
There's just
holy
a guy
shit.
who
No.
sits behind the
Is-
kitchen counter, and he's like,
Is there
"I'm
not
the
like
bartender."
Is there a campus bar? I don't know.
Are you cool enough to get in there? How cool are you right now?
Going into this, I have 5.
Are you thinking like the Lawrence Bar, Noah?
Well, I don't know. I'm just
you do hang out with some people, and you're asking like, "Where's the party at?" And they bring you to a hidden bookcase speakeasy.
yes.
Oh my
And
god.
it's kind of like a
He's
smoke.
so cool.
It's a smoking lounge kind of atmosphere. I'm doing all the filler word stuff again. This sucks. You approach the bartender. What are you asking him again?
I'm asking him what he knows about a twisted wretch.
I don't know anything about no twisted wretch. Is that like a type of gin or alcohol that I could serve you?
Maybe the other kind of gin, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. I'm
What
just
do you mean exactly?
like DJINN.
Oh. I ain't got
That's
no
really
lamps.
is the bartender just like doesn't know shit about monsters, and that joke just goes straight over his head. He's like,
a,
mean-
a gin and a lamp would be contraband material. I don't have any of that.
So you don't know what a twisted wretch is, then?
I do not. You'd
Okay.
be
Well,
you'd be better off asking some of your fellow rangers if you're able to find them, or maybe.
Well, hey, man, there's like 2 of us here.
is this guy also a college student, or is he like a grown ass man?
he seems like an upperclassman.
He's a super senior. He's stayed back just so he can run his secret speakeasy.
They actually don't know that he supposedly graduated. They don't know he's still there.
Just lives
He-
here.
Yeah.
He appears to be a 7th year, so pretty close to graduation.
He's 7th year and he doesn't know what a twisted wretch is. What is this?
No.
He spends all his time in the bar, man. He's a fucking potion seller.
I don't know much there is to know about monsters. I'm not really a combative wizard. I'm more of an everyday type spellcaster, you know. I just kind of use it for convenience.
That's fair. Maybe next week when I party, I'll find something. I don't know. But,
You plan out your partying, or
no, it's just I just do it.
yeah, you
keep
just kinda-
busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything I can get you, man? Like,
I'll get some regular gin. How about that?
all right, gin's gin. He places the bottle on the counter. It's like purple and sparkly, and he pours out a glass for you. Any mix-ins with that?
No, I take my gin Peter. So
Just straight gin.
just straight gin. Yep.
So anyway, you do party, you do gain cool, but gain no
Yeah.
information about your monster.
I have another week.
Aurelia.
time.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
I have
Class
to do my class.
participation.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your class today?
You passed purely
So-
because the bar is so cool and so full of gin.
I'm just too cool for class, you know. It's Force Day, right?
It is Force Day.
Okay. So I will be. Oh, wait, I have to pull up my schedule. I was looking at the. Hold on. Sorry.
He has 6 cool.
Open class schedule. So Force Day is. Oh, I can't do that one. Damn. So I could do that one, or I could do it for. I mean, who am I kidding? It probably doesn't matter. Wait, which one is that? FBK? FBK? What is that? That's one of them. Oh, basic knowledge. So for basic knowledge, I'm going to use I'm going to use, let's see, this is mathematics, history, and science and stuff. I'm going to use, I'm going to use perception to be, actually, no, not perception. I'm sorry. Medicine, sorry. Yeah. I'm going to use medicine to in basic knowledge to like shit. Oh wait, this is shit. Went to partied so late last night.
It's just partying too hard.
Man, I don't know if I've ever actually had to do a Thursday before. This is kind of tripping me up. Well, I've
Bro
always
hasn't
gotten
done
like
Thursday and it's ruining it. It's ruining it all.
Maybe okay. Tell you what. Instead of basic knowledge, I'll do it for Arcanus. No, I'm gonna stick to basic knowledge, but I'm gonna do. What? Tell you what. I will do. I'm gonna do okay. I got it. I'm gonna do survival to, like, just tank my way through my class, having had a big thing of gin the previous evening. So
he's gonna
there
use
you go.
he's gonna use his instincts. And someone is going to there's a nerd who tries to rat on you. Disadvantage.
Rat on me for what? Partying?
Yeah, for partying the day before instead of studying.
Well, it's a free country.
Is it?
What is so? It's disadvantage. You said?
Yeah, you have disadvantage.
Oh my.
Is there a
God.
no alcohol policy at the school?
What's your course level?
For this? I think it's just regular.
Okay, 11.
should just
What's
be
your
regular.
smarts?
0.
Okay, 15 is your DC.
Oh
You have
my
disadvantage.
gosh. The hell am I supposed to do with this nerd?
Beat him up.
Kill him. Imagine going to the bar and they're like, I got shit that
Well, it's a
activates your fight or
13,
flight
so.
response.
Okay.
Why does a nerd give you disadvantage? That's insane.
You dealt with one in real life, they're
You're just too
troublesome.
cool.
What did I do?
The nerd rats on you, and no one really cares, but the whole interaction just kind of worries you. Not worries you, but it's just like, why would anyone care, like you are saying? And you're too focused on that to focus on class, so your grades are gonna bump down a tier.
It's like when you don't actually read the school honor code, so you're like, fuck, did I do something that was like, am I gonna
So-
get punished for this?
So if I was at a B, I go to B minus then, right?
Correct.
Okay. Piece of shit nerd.
Really getting in
Gosh.
character.
Nerd.
Used.
The nerd is a
Survival.
wizard.
God.
It happens to be.
Of course he is. Fucking wizards.
What did I name the guy? This is why the NPC list is important, people. What did I name the blue-footed booby that we interacted with just now?
George.
George.
We didn't know it was that, George.
George again.
No, it was that George.
It was.
I mean, Clive. Yeah, it was. Clive doesn't know the connection, but it was George.
Piece of
I'll be
shit.
complaining about George. We'll make the
Piece of
connection.
shit bird.
I hate George.
What a
Gonna
weirdo.
take his codex.
Whoa!
Just codex down the toilet.
Give him a swirl.
No, I'm gonna smuggle it into the speakeasy. Black
Oh,
market
boy.
shit.
Hang
you
it
know?
up on the wall.
wait, I forgot to write
Clive,
You'll
down
never
That's
find
funny.
it because you'll never be allowed in.
Aurelia. what do you do during your free time?
So, sorry. So we've got this thing coming up. And
You do.
so I know that we're in our groups, so I'm gonna try. I don't know if that would conflict with your free time, because you didn't actually end up doing things. I was gonna try and meet up with Halloran to like figure shit out about whatever the hell we're supposed to be doing. Um, I'll probably I'll have started going to see Halloran, but noticing that they are in the time-honored tradition of spilling tea, I'll reroute to go find Hestia, um, so that I'm gonna try and figure out if there's anything that we should know about a thirsty wretch, and I think that I'll probably be asking if there's like stuff we could find in the greenhouse that would help with hangover cures as well.
Hestia, what
Just
were
for
you
the
doing
future.
during your free time again?
Study group.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit
Aurelia
down with
interrupts
them.
you during your study group and just sits down next to you.
What do we study?
Stuff for class. What do you think?
Okay. Do you have time sometime this week to hear out what the heck a thirsty wretch is? And also, you're like kind of tight with the biologists
Twisted.
Lydia didn't hear what you said.
You
Can't be talking that quiet. Also, you're kind of tight.
Yeah, that is what we heard. You're kind of tight.
Some crazy things happened after the party. So, did you have time to like figure out what the heck a thirsty wretch is? And also, you're like tight with the biologists and all that. So, like, do you know like hangover cures from the greenhouse? Is there like I don't know. I don't want to experience Wednesday again. It's I guess what I'm saying.
Hestia just kind of digs around in her pocket for a bit.
Oh, cool. What's that?
Aquamarine.
Cool. So like, do I like eat it or like what?
Just hold on to it. It'll help.
Okay. Where did you like
Put it
hand it
in
to
a
me or do
pill.
I have to like
Mhm.
find some? Okay. It's like, what do I owe you for that?
No, nothing. It's
Oh,
a gift.
okay. Oh, all right. Um, so my parents told me not to take handouts, but I appreciate, you know, I because you're my friend. Thank you.
We're gonna work on this after midterms. You and me. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like aquamarine, like
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about the like
You're
magic.
gonna stop calling
ones.
me tight.
Like I get it, we're tight, but you
What
can't
normal
call me
people say,
tight.
honey.
You can't go into my study group and say you're so tight and not say anything else.
Honey, this isn't what normal people say to other people. We gotta work on your vocabulary. Yeah, I'd love to learn more about like the magic rocks and stuff. I never got into that, I guess, when I was younger.
Not a lot of people do, and that's okay. As for the thirsty wench, look in the library.
I mean, like,
if you
do
can't
you think
find
like a beaker of
anything there,
water?
That is kind of what I was planning on doing. Something along those lines.
Yeah. We can both bring one. I think that'll be a good plan because like maybe it's just really thirsty and if we give it like a drink, we can just put the tags on and then leave.
Yeah.
It's like a test. Like don't give in to your anger.
Yeah, and if you can't find anything in the library, I would encourage you to do a little self-reflection and maybe look in the mirror. You might be able to figure something out.
Wow. I've never tried meditation before. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's really
That's so
delightful.
tight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have to study now.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Halloran was busy and I don't know where Clive is, so you were like my best bet. So
Did you check my room?
I did actually. God damn it. I almost called her Avrascus again.
I hate
Grown ass man. Avalis. Damn. Yeah, Avalis answered the door, but I have no idea where that man is. He gets around,
Yes, he does.
All right. Well, I don't want to hold you guys up too much. Sorry, it's just midterm prep. Have fun studying, and then I'll go. For the rest of the day, I'll basically will like grab a couple of like Monsters for Dummies books, and then take them to my room. Spend a little bit of time reading them, but then spend like most of the rest of the night turning the aquamarine into like a makeshift necklace, basically.
Okay, before we
and I'll
resolve
paint a little
this,
heart on it.
Hestia, when Aurelia leaves, someone across from you just goes, "Who the hell was that?"
That is Aurelia. I met her on the first day when she was kind of unceremoniously thrown on top of me.
Are you two like a thing, or?
No, she's
Pretty
just,
tight.
Is that why she called you tight? Like, what?
her social awareness is a little lacking sometimes. Not of her own fault. She was just raised in a very interesting way.
Well, I have to keep my eyes open for her. I haven't seen her before.
She's very nice.
I can see that.
She just doesn't
They're
talk
like-
to a lot of normal people.
Glowing caution sign colored woman. I've never seen her before.
The reddest flag.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is the material component for this again? And then we're gonna cut back to Aurelia in the library. Aurelia, you're having a hard trouble finding any books on monsters. You see some on beasts, some more stuff about more naturally occurring animals and things, but monsters are a pretty hard subject to come by in the library. You find it would be easier to just ask
Like, ask
the librarian.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it would be easier to just go around asking people, what is a thirsty wench?
Hey, that's what I've been doing.
Do you know?
Oh, is
Yeah,
that why you were
Do
That's-
going
you
to
want a
bars?
banana?
Yeah, we'll leave it to Mr. Cool to get interpersonal intel.
Mr. Cool.
This surely won't. There will be no consequences to him going around asking people if they know a thirsty wench.
Yeah, he actually just gets like a black eye from Avalis because she thinks that he's cheating on him.
I
Okay.
asked about a thirsted wretch. That's what
Yeah, I
asked.
know.
Well, yeah, but the game of social telephone, people will go, "Why was he asking for a thirsty wench?"
Well, rumors. are
Oh, I
rumors,
thought
it's
he
gotta
asked
be
for
with it.
30 wrenches.
Oh, I thought he asked for his thirst to be quenched. That's why he's drinking so much.
You know?
I thought he was asking about the third trench.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll ask the librarian. Do you have a monster manual for me?
Oh, for first years we don't really lend any monster handbooks or anything like that.
Like I can't even read it?
Surely they have stat blocks, right?
Sorry, you have to find somewhere else to get that info.
Why? Well, I mean, what the hell am I going to school for if I can't even read the books in the library?
Take that
Just
up
like
with
chain
your
it to the desk or something. I won't
take
take
that up
it.
with your advisor.
Is this the weekend? Right?
No, we're 3
Oh, I
days
think
still.
still.
We're doing Aurelius free time.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, that's what confused me.
My obstacle for the week is red tape. Um,
Someone that like near you kind of waves you down. Just kind of was like,
all right, I'll go over and talk to them. Just be like, unbelievable. What's up? Who are you?
I'm a third year. Nice to meet you.
Cool. I'll give him like the daintiest rich person handshake.
You seem like you're in need of some information. I happen to have a copy of the Fiend Folio. If I'll give it to you in exchange for gold. I'll rent
Oh,
it to
okay. How
you.
much?
500,000?
Honey, I don't think that information will be worth 500,000 if it was the last one on Earth, on Corinio.
5,000?
Surely you get that money, right?
Not that I'm willing to give this guy. You're an earnest businessman,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate the hustle.
Uh-huh.
I think you'll be okay.
With
Nothing.
1,000?
Aurelia's gonna like pat him on the head and leave him a silver as a charitable donation. Clearly you need it more than me.
This third year's in George, right?
No.
Okay.
No,
George is
in
a
our
first
year.
year.
Oh, okay.
Keep up the hustle, honey.
Or just older brother.
You just see someone approach him and you just hear, dude, did you just try to scam a first year? I don't know, man. I need the money. I got a silver, though. We should go to the bar. Bro, we're supposed to study.
The bar? Maybe I'll run.
Real
into
as
them.
fuck. I like those two, and I never got their names. They'll live on in my memory for like 2 days.
We're gonna do your 5
So did I get anything out of? I got an aquamarine, and it helps with hangovers.
And you also know that a Fiend Folio exists, and that third years have it.
Some third years.
That's the name of the book, right?
That's the name of the book.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
It
gonna
is
be
also, apparently, I just looked this up, the name of the Dungeons and Dragons editions, like the old ones. Yeah, that's what the monster manual used to be called in AD&D all the way back in 1981.
Did you just make that up on the spot?
No, I
Dang.
took it from the Binding of Isaac, but I didn't know that it was an actual an actual thing.
What are
Well,
the
damn.
odds of that?
Hold on, I'm gonna write some shit down real quick.
I mean, Binding of Isaac is very inspired by D&D, so I'm not surprised.
Greenhouse is the word I was looking for in my head.
Eric Kaggle, if you're watching this, thank you for the Fiend Folio. What are we waiting on here?
I'm just writing stuff down so I don't forget it.
Okay.
Yeah.
this is essentially like I've tied it to a string really
Okay.
tight, and
Okay.
it's like loosely. I'm just not doing a lot of active stuff that would make it fall off.
Okay, got you.
Once I get one, I'll make it into one officially, and it'll be very ridiculously gaudy. So
What the fuck
class
is this
time.
music? Go ahead.
It's great, is what it is. I don't know what my. What is my number I have to hit?
I don't know yet. Tell me what you're doing.
I think. It's mana and you and arcane essentials. I'll probably just do another solid arcana check. Because arcane essentials is the class that I like. I took it for, you know, the peak prof, if you will, Devonius Conning Willow. So that's a second level advanced course,
Okay.
and I have arcana. So you tell me what happens with that.
Well, since you're using a pretty basic skill, and it's kind of just a normal day of class, the boredom is what's getting to you, so it'll give you a +3 to your DC. So
Disadvantage.
you will be.
That's like a 20 now, isn't it?
What's your smarts level?
1.
Okay. 12, 11, 16, 19.
Hey, it is a Friday, to be
Easy.
fair. Like, you know.
You're over it.
It's everyone's over it.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Despite you being
Actually?
slightly bored in the middle of the class at certain points, you end up sticking it through,
I have a
and your
+4
grades
to
go up a
arcana.
tier. By the way, if I don't say your grades go up a
Yeah.
tier when you succeed, you guys know that that's what happens, right?
Yeah, it goes up
Yeah.
a half grade.
Well, it goes up a tier. So if you were a B, you're
Yeah.
now B plus.
Half grade.
I'm still at a C.
Wait, what was I at the end of the...
For a nerd, you're very low grades.
I know.
For a
B
bot,
plus.
mine
Cool
are
guy, I
pretty
have
good.
very high grades.
Yeah, let's do a grade check. Go down the line. Aurelia.
Oh, I forgot I'm first. I am a B plus student now. Through hard work and gaslighting.
I'm a B minus because of that piece of shit George.
Damn him.
Gonna fucking kill
Damn
him.
that George.
That's all.
How long till Halloran knows?
Sorry, what?
What's
I got
your
a text
grades?
from my mother and I had to respond. My grade is C.
Okay.
That's what I said I had a C.
I
Yeah,
know,
we're
we're just
going
going
down
down
the
the
line.
line.
I got a B plus.
Okay, cool. No A students yet. No S students yet either. Although that
It
would
wouldn't be
impossible.
possible to be
Yeah,
an A
it's not.
student yet.
No.
Week 2. And then at the end of this week, weekend.
Weekend.
You guys have a weekend.
Weekend.
You all get together. What do you do?
Party.
I'd
So-
like to first complain about this fuck-ass guy named George that I encountered earlier in the week. Guys, like, I was just complimenting his codex, and he was just an absolute bitch to me. For lack of a better term, sorry, I don't like to use those words, but he was such a bitch. I think we should take the codex.
You know, maybe it has stuff about a thirsted wretch.
That's what I'm thinking. It's really old. It's gotta have something about something in there, right?
Why would we need an old dusty notebook for that? If it's
'Cause
a
we want it, 'cause he
thirsty-
read
if
it
it's
on
a
me
thirsty
for
wretch,
nothing.
wouldn't we just need water?
I feel like the thirsty isn't exactly a literal.
Well, how are we to
Yeah.
know?
I hate to break it to you.
Why would it be in there if it wasn't?
We don't know
being used?
anything. That's our problem.
I happen to know common, and thirsty typically means you need water.
I mean, I've been thinking about preparing for either kind of thirsty. You know, create, destroy water, and perhaps entangle if they're into that kind of thing, and that's the thirst that they're going for.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, speaking of, you know that person that was sitting across from me, Aurelia?
Yeah.
Watch out for them. They were asking me weird questions about you.
Okay. Like, are they like out to get me? Or do they like want money? Like what?
They might want you.
Why would they? Why?
Why would anyone want Aurelia?
You're very sweet. I'm really glad we're friends, but it's, you know, just not my type. Not my type.
What is
Who
your
asked?
Never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
No. Come on.
Oh, like somebody that's tall and strong, you know, she's a good hunter, good at, you know, likes watching me mix some potions. I have a girlfriend at home, okay?
I don't believe you.
She's my type.
I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe? What do you mean?
Proof or you're lying.
Why would I have proof?
Why wouldn't you?
Do you have like?
Our relationship is stable.
Do you have like a letter? Do you have like
No
a gift?
mementos.
What kind of weekend is
This is
The average
just
weekend.
like conversation.
Girls' night.
It is girls'
Girls'
night.
night, Clive.
Clive is invited to girls' night.
this? Fuck, I'm
Clive
going to
got
the
a
bar, party.
Who's alcohol here?
Ovalis is here and it's like, babe, we're going to girls' night.
Oh, well, in that case.
As long as Avalis is there.
Oh.
As long
Clive's
as
gonna-
my woman is there.
Clive's gonna end up being a wife guy by the end of the campaign.
I love my wife. every business major's fucking future.
I love 3 things: drugs, alcohol, and my wife.
In that order.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, if it's that kind of, just to get back on topic, if it's the weird kind of thirsty wretch, I learned how to do vicious mockery, so like if it's into that sort of thing, we could make it
We're
more
really thinking
confused
that the
and
way to
less
solve
likely to
this
hit
is
us.
with We're really thinking that the way to solve this is with kinks. Is that
We
what,
have
is that
like
the angle
one
we're
of
going
several
for?
ways.
I mean, even if it's not necessarily into it, entangling it would be a good idea regardless, because we're gonna have to catch it somehow.
We gotta
That's
tighten
true,
it
that's
up.
true.
We gotta get
You
tight
know,
with
I've
it.
never heard of this thirsted wretch. I got a giant crocodile.
Yours is just a giant
Is this
crocodile.
No, this is Ovalis. I got a giant crocodile.
For real?
Yeah.
Why did we get the? Okay.
Wait, Thea, why did you do
Okay.
this when you said
She's
giant
holding
crocodile?
a card. She's holding the card that says
She's
giant
holding
crocodile.
the giant crocodile by
Oh,
its fingertips.
well, that's what
in her
I was
hand.
like. I was confused. But okay.
If you tap it 3 times, it goes Mugiwara.
This is just a Hank Pym moment.
Does anybody have any ins with any professors that we could maybe ask or anything?
Oh, I've tried. They're not gonna give you any hints.
They wouldn't
Everyone
even let
knows
me
about
read
it.
any books about monsters in the library. They like
Really?
actively
Seriously?
stopped me. Yeah, they said, "Oh, we can't give those to first years."
We could ask the plant.
my god, we
We-
could.
We could ask the plant.
We should talk to
All
the
right,
plant
I
this
guess we're going to the
weekend.
greenhouse.
I haven't talked to her. We should see if she's okay with talking to us.
We should let her join in on girls' night. I think she'd be fun.
We might have to
Girls'
go
night in the
there.
greenhouse.
Girls' night in the greenhouse.
Sipping on fertilizer with the girls.
Sipping on promethazine in the greenhouse.
Okay.
Getting tight with the plan on
But on
girls' night.
roundhouse.
So you guys make your way to the greenhouse. You enter your way in, and the pitcher plant seems like kind of drooped over. Like, just seems like she's kind of low energy.
She's dying.
That's no good.
Is she okay?
Do I have to?
I like.
Do I have to, like, chomp on the mana every time that I want to talk to her? Okay.
Yes.
Is she like tired or like?
I don't know. Is there any around that I can? Oh.
You see that she's like
Gulp.
kind of going back. She's like drooping back and forth, and every time she like puts her head to a different direction, it like a little drip splashes onto the floor.
Okay. I'm
Maybe
gonna
she can
grab
just hear
some.
us.
How?
Oh,
You doing
oh no!
okay? What's wrong?
It's midterm season.
Yeah.
They're bringing out the monsters.
Yeah. Do that. Does that? What? Does that do something to you, or do you just not like monsters, or?
I don't like monsters.
Do you have to see them?
No, but I can feel them around.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Their
I-
mana is strong.
I believe it.
It smells bad. Mm-mm.
Gross. I actually had a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the monsters? Like what they are?
Some of them.
What about the thirsty wretch?
Sounds made up.
I know, doesn't it?
What about a thirsted rich?
Doesn't sound made up at all. I'm kidding.
That's completely real. Why didn't you say that?
Why
I
didn't you
see.
say so?
I haven't had enough
It was the
fire
entire
opal,
stat
I'm
block into your head.
sorry.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe made up. Fake name?
What kind of monsters
We get
do
into
you
the challenge room
usually
and there's
see?
nothing there.
Giant crocodile.
It's actually just a hoary woman.
Just the giant crocodile?
It's one of the more popular ones.
Okay.
I saw a warp
Valis'
witch
arms.
once.
A what?
A warp witch.
What's that?
It's this terrifying, disgusting monster from back in the Awakening era.
I thought it was just a witch that knew teleport.
Hmm. That sounds
It
like
preys on people by disguising themselves as witches.
It's a changeling.
Camille.
This could just be a person, a warp witch. They disguise themselves as other people to kill them, and they can teleport or something.
Oh my god, it's fine! We have a hunter! We have hunter's mark, it's fine!
Oh my god.
Anti-Camille
That's so true.
technology. Anyways.
Actually, I'm a ranger.
But who's gonna become an alligator on a cube? Because we can't turn into a full dinosaur yet.
Oh, that's true.
I
don't
can
know,
make
we'll figure it
elemental
out.
cube though, no worry. So we got 50% of that equation.
I can
Yes,
make
sir.
unseen servant, so I can pick you up and put you on the cube.
I don't know
I-
anything
Perfect.
about the
I c-
witches.
That's
I can
okay.
sense poisons and give you berries.
All I know is they smell terrible, like gasoline.
Ooh.
Wait, the
That's gross.
monsters or the alligator specifically?
The warp witch smells like their mana smells
Oh.
like gasoline.
Gasoline exists?
Well, he said like gasoline. He's not. He's just giving us a reference.
We're like, what's gasoline?
Is that like a song or?
smells like that flower, the gasoline.
It's
Man,
it's
this
it's
gin-
shaped perfectly like a motor oil can.
I love
Man,
Father
this gin is
Gasoline.
great. This is straight gasoline.
A flower that's shaped like a fruit that's shaped like a jerry can and it's filled with liquid.
Ugh.
It's highly flammable.
Put it in my
Well,
mouth.
plants tend to be.
Are
You
there
got
any,
me.
Any other monsters that you know of off the top of your head, or just those two?
Tarask.
Tarask. I don't know what that
First
is.
use against Mask.
How do you spell that? Do you know?
Tarrasque. I think.
Hmm.
Esquier.
To be fair, we don't know how big the alligator is.
Tereskier. I like it. Mhm.
Tarask. Okay, yeah, I did spell it right.
Terrasnium.
I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound fun.
Aurelia seems like she knows.
I guess.
Do you?
My great grandfather runs or ran rather, a museum. Tarasques are really big. They have a skeleton of one. It's like I'm gonna look up how tall is the room, Theo?
Not as tall as a Tarask.
I'm trying to remember the.
Tarasks are Godzilla sized.
You know, I bet if you
Holy
killed them
shit.
though, you'd gain 80 cool.
Are they actually? I thought they were
She
only
gained
like.
so much cool.
I thought they were like house sized.
No.
That's
they
the
are
babies.
Godzilla sized.
Well. So like. Take this room. Add like 3 maybe. They're about that big.
Oh,
It's
at least the
it's
target's big.
uh
You can just kind of shove your tag like right on there.
yeah, but like where are you gonna tie it?
Just like
Just
glue it on there or something.
inject it.
Oh. I mean, I guess like I have mending. I could just like try to fuse it to the monster's flesh or something.
I don't think that's how mending works.
It is. It is how
Is it?
mending works. Yes.
If
What?
you
I didn't-
if you are dumb and stupid, it's not how it works.
Mending, you can
Hey, I'm
join any.
fucking cool, okay?
Mending, you can join any 2 things as long as the joint is not longer than a foot.
And also, we're in the Magic Academy campaign. Make up things that spells can do.
I mean, yeah. True.
The only exceptions would be like, oh yeah, mending actually gives me 100 gold, and then it'd be like, well,
I'm gonna mend my wallet.
Justify that.
Yeah.
mend bank account.
mend student loans.
I mean, I don't care about that. You guys probably do.
Aurelia
Okay.
kind of leaked out of his soul there.
I'm in character. I just wasn't talking like her. So like, does Azalea have? Is she giving you any great information? Like you mentioned the Tarask and
Yeah.
the alligators.
She said.
Giant crocodile.
Yeah, I know. She's listen. It's okay. Anyways, she said giant crocodile as one of them.
That's mine. That's me.
Yeah, I know it's you.
We're really happy for you.
Yay.
Warp witch.
Vorpal monster.
They apparently
Warple witch.
smell like gasoline.
Yeah, that's a weird plant to smell like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
honestly, it sounds gross.
Kind of gives me a
Yeah.
headache.
They apparently disguise
Very calorie
themselves
dense.
to some degree. I don't know. It's weird. And then yeah, Tarask. Any other monsters or just those?
I saw an enchanted sword once.
Does
Was
that
it-
count as a
I
monster?
don't.
I have to figure out what they're called in D&D. Hold on.
Is it like delicious in dungeon?
Like the Terraria enemy.
Sorry, they call it a flying sword. I saw a flying sword.
A
Did it
flying
look
sword.
dehydrated?
I saw a face monster once.
I saw
I-
a mimic.
A mimic.
One time, one of the students that I was acquainted with said that their monster turned out to be a mimic, even though they told them it was something else.
It's kind of weird.
I wonder if that would make it
I don't hear this.
easier or harder. Oh wait, yeah, they're not relaying this information.
Yeah, no.
My bad. I
We
keep forgetting that
also-
this
I
is a
forget.
character we can't talk with.
Yeah, we also have flying swords and possibly mimics.
Mimic would suck. I hate those things. They always mimic.
Halloran is so familiar with mimics.
They
So
fucking
many mimics.
love traps. That's why they won't tell us about their girlfriend.
Girl.
But yeah, I
Okay.
think that's probably about it.
All right. Well, does anyone? I don't know. Is there like a super hydration potion we can like? Who you're like good at potions or whatever. I'm gonna look at Halloran and be like, is there like a recipe you know for? You haven't expressed a lot of that business to
Well-
Aurelia specifically yet, Clive.
Okay, all right. I guess that's
But
fair.
Halloran just talked about wanting to have their hot 7 foot tall wife watch them brew potions in the living room.
Want that?
I guess I just
Top of
didn't hear it
mind.
exactly like that.
So, is there like a mega hydration potion or something that we could bring in, or that we could like make?
Not like a potion specifically, but my family does have this this kind of tea that we brew sometimes when you're sick. It's very very hydrating. Has a lot of electrolytes. I think that might help.
Is it by chance made out of gators?
Couple of them, a couple of gator livers.
Okay.
Gator liver.
Use some
Well-
gator liver.
I'm sure that
Couple
the
of
aid
real
provided by
powerful
these
powders.
gators is very valuable. I just
It really is. It's really helpful.
are electrolytes
think-
like? Do you think that's what the thirsty wretch needs?
I mean, it helps you stay hydrated. You just gotta shock. You just gotta shock the tea a little bit with just a little bit of lightning. It's not that hard.
It's a good Star Wars character.
I don't know what
No
that
one's
is.
gonna get that.
what's-
That's for the fans at home. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess we
You put a little bit of your power in there, a little bit of lightning, a little bit of gator, and then
what
it's
the
really
heck
good
just
for you. It's
happened?
really hydrating.
Lydia?
I don't know. I am extremely confused.
Lydia just made a face and a noise that was alarming and distracting.
Thirsty.
All right, wench.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it from you, trap
Um,
liver.
You can prove nothing.
Yeah,
Alright.
trad wife wanter.
They want to be in the home, wife in the kitchen, watching them brew potions. All right. Well, I guess does Azalea want to like chat more, or should we? Oh, she's asleep now.
Ask her.
She looks really deflated and flat on the ground.
All right, get the defib.
Well, Okay, I don't want Waker. Halloran, do we need anything here for your aid of gators?
Couple of herbs wouldn't hurt. Are we allowed to pick things? I'm not in the potions class, so.
We'd have to. Well, we've still got a little bit of weekend left. We probably just have to find Professor Kefia, right? Who's
Yeah, I imagine, like.
who's in the greenhouse club group in
Well,
area?
I'm pretty tight with Kefia. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Clive,
Do you think it?
can you work your magic and see if you can get us some goods?
What, like ask him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See if
I
we
don't-
can pick some.
What
don't know him
goods
yet.
do we need?
Hey, out of the greenhouse.
Oh, hang on. I'll write some stuff down. Hang on.
Or- I love that all of us are whispering, and Clive is just like, "Yep."
Like, yeah.
Well, we're in the
Mhm.
greenhouse, okay? Who else is
She's
even
sleeping.
on us?
She's sleeping.
But I thought the talking was like in the head, right?
Yeah, but she can still.
Well, yeah, but
perceive
she can hear
things,
us.
and she can hear.
Oh. All right. Moderately quieter. What do you need?
Halloran is making a list.
Yeah. I'm writing it down right now. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought you were actually in real life writing it down.
I am.
Do you not see the
I
pencil?
have to make up names.
Oh, okay.
Do you think they
Wait,
have
names for
blue
what?
2 on the vine?
Isn't it just
Blue 2.
Yeah.
Here, you
This
know what?
plan- Go ahead.
I'll type some stuff to you. Know I'm just gonna make up some herb sounding names and type them to it.
Okay, so for the rest of the weekend, you guys try to get some of these resources to make this potion. We'll say that.
Can I buy a jeweler's kit this weekend? that allowed?
Do I need to type?
Stores. How long is the campus store open for on Saturday?
You can go and get a jeweler's kit. Let's say you and Hestia go together. Hestia, do you want anything from the campus store?
I mean, you could have just asked. I have one. But
I don't want to just take yours. That's your jeweler's kit.
have you ever heard of the concept of borrowing?
Yeah, that's like you can borrow money and then like you just have to pay it back in the
You know you
future.
can do
but,
that
like,
with stuff, right? Like things, like items.
I mean, I normally just buy my own stuff.
With borrowed money.
credit card
Yeah.
mode?
Except, you know,
Aurelia's 30,000 gold in credit card debt.
no, my father's 30,000 golden credit card debt. It's
Not my problem yet.
yeah, you know, debt is like currency when you get high enough up the financial ladder.
No.
I don't know. What's that stupid shit that like Mr. Wonderful says or whatever?
You got it right. I'm just upset.
Yeah.
My father's the one that's
The
in
guy
financial
from Shark Tank,
ruin.
Lydia.
You can call me Aurelia.
There's this stupid shit of like debt is currency. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to like infringe on your jewelering, you know?
Just buy a jewel.
I don't even. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go find you a nice one. Let's go find you a nice one. We'll circle back to this later.
Okay.
Yeah.
50 gold.
50. I don't have that.
How much do you have?
I don't know. I would have had more, but I didn't want to make it like absurd. I only came in with 25 because I thought that there was like a limit, and I also
can
don't
try to
really know
have-
the scale of your economy.
You can try to haggle.
I don't think the quality of this is worth 10 gold.
Excuse me? You're talking to the cashier now.
I just have you looked at? I mean, I'm gonna go through all of the different pieces of the my brain.
Yes, Hestia.
Can I pull an assist and pull out my handmade jeweler's tools as a comparison point?
Sure. It'll give him advantage on the persuasion roll.
Aurelia
Awesome.
discovering what a convenience fee is.
I mean, if you want real quality for something at that price, you'd have to do something more along the lines of this. I mean, look at this. It's all hand-done silver work. And that's, well...
I'm pretty sure that's plastic.
They know how to make plastic
I
in
mean,
this era.
They have gasoline, why not?
Well,
Yeah. It's actually
Well,
a tree.
there
It's
was
a tree
time.
that grows with like little to no effort, but has very little like structural integrity or value. It's the plastique tree.
Man, at this point, there's gonna be like a money tree, and then I'm just gonna become Pygmalion. Okay,
That'll make you so
anyways.
cool, Noah.
Yeah, I
It would be,
guess. But
yeah.
it's 50 gold on the sticker, so.
Yeah, you could put anything on the sticker, really. I don't know that that's indicative of its quality.
That's not really within my
value.
permissions.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I read over the manual when I first got the job. Yes,
Question.
Halloran.
Is this place is stuff just like sitting on a shelf, or is it like all behind a counter?
No, it's like a campus store where it's all just like sitting out and there's just a cashier's counter.
Okay, I'm hearing this argument, and then I hear
You're not there.
Like,
You are not there.
mind. Damn, I was gonna do something funny.
They were gonna steal. They're practicing for Cookie.
Oops,
No, I was
where'd the
gonna
charcoal with the nuke?
take one of the stickers, cross out the number, and then write a new number. You can't
So wait,
change it. You gotta mark down.
Am I haggling and persuading, or is this guy just saying no?
Do you want to roll a persuasion check to try to?
I was gonna, but then
persuade
he
him
was like, "That's what it says," and I was like, "Oh shit." Did I lose without rolling?
not? He's just resisting.
He rolled for you.
Alright. He rolled my dice and he went, "See that? That's a 3."
This is like a Goliath third year. He just kind of is working the counter.
All right. Let's see. Did I get like a plus or like advantage from?
You got advantage.
Hestia. Okay. Let's see what
Hestia used the
Sam.
help action.
Well, I thank God they did, because that went from a 12 to a 22.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, I can't change the sticker price. That's all I'll say.
But you can.
Okay, so like, I pull out a pen.
Don't do it. I'm turning around. Wow, look at this shelf.
I just
So
changed.
he like places his hand on an empty shelf. So well constructed.
Alright. I'm gonna like do really elaborate penmanship and like calligraphy to change the 50 to like look like a really weirdly written out 25 with like the 0 with the cross through it to make the 5 look like it was just specially written out.
He turns around. Oh, you buying?
Yep.
All right. Here, give me that.
This is the funniest music for this.
You couldn't have made this look any better. This looks like I can tell you wrote this.
It's okay, it's mine now. Let's take the sticker off.
These we count the gold in the safe here, right? I'm gonna get so fired for this.
The safe?
Give me
Where's
at
Darren?
least, at least pay the full sticker price. The 25.
I did.
places it into a pouch and into like a safe below the counter. All right.
25 gold's not that big of a discrepancy. I'll pay you back later, and you can just put it in.
You first year's always establishing debt. This is a campus store.
Yeah, I'll just get the money later.
I'm sure you will. Do you have a job?
Nope.
That's yep. Never seeing that again.
All right.
Can I help you with anything else?
No, that's all good for me.
All right. Well,
Oh, the Pepsi.
thank you for shopping.
Do you have any salt?
It'd be over there by the rocks.
You have rocks?
Yeah, we have some rocks.
This is not the music.
Do you have rocks and it's like a dramatic zoom in on like a shelf of just like salt and pepper?
What kind of rocks they got, bro?
They got salt lamps.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is a salt lamp?
How much do you have?
You want me to spend
All
all
of
my
it.
money on
Give me
salt
all of
lamps?
it.
The way the economy works is that if you get a job, you get 50 gold per day you work, and every item is 50 gold.
Holy shit.
If I knew that, I would have brought Aurelia in with 150 gold.
This place is a shakedown mart.
It is. It's terrible.
It's weird that a world would have reverse inflation.
I mean, think about it. They like Hestia asks how much something is, and the guy's like, "How much do you have?"
I have like about 30. It's 31.
I have
Fuck you.
1 copper piece.
30 gold and 5 silver. Fuck you.
I'm gonna.
Is it a Sapenian salt lamp?
It's getting subpoenaed into court.
I was gonna make that joke. Ah.
Can I find the tag on it?
Yeah. There's a sticker right on the bottom.
What does it say? Does it say 50?
It says 50.
I'm gonna take out a pen. And I'm gonna
Okay.
make it say 5.
Roll sleight of hand to see if it's convincing enough.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna be open to haggling again.
Oh, I don't care.
Like, man, we really got to come up with a better system of labeling prices. Everyone's just coming in with erasers and pens and like.
18.
Okay, it's convincing enough. At least to you.
Okay, I'll walk
We'll
up.
see what he thinks.
I plop it on the table.
Alright, that'll be, It's gonna roll insight. We'll see.
See if he remembers the price.
He rolled a 2. Seems right to me.
Damn.
5 gold, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry about my friend. She's very special. And I'm gonna grab my lamp and I'm going to walk out.
He's getting a week's pay docked.
The whole fucking shop is gonna get audited.
The campus store files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
We pay them enough intuition. That's their own damn fault. Start paying the teachers less. How about that?
Is this still the weekend? Okay, we need to move on.
It's 11:30 and it's still week.
Everyone
one
roll
of the
initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
Sheesh.
I hate everything.
Y'all's
17.
turns better be prepared. We gotta blitz through this.
17.
Aurelia.
17.
Oh, both 17?
Yeah,
Okay. Which one of your decks is higher?
I got a +3.
I have a +2.
Okay. Anyone higher than a 17? Cool. Halloran.
What did Hestia get?
1.
Okay.
Did you also get a 1?
No,
Oh, okay.
I had a 15.
A 2.
I got a nat 1.
Clive. Class
Yes, sir.
participation.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday, so I'm gonna do my what's it called? I think that's a Monday one, right? Oh no, it's not. Dang it, dude. Well, I'm back in um I'm back in basic knowledge. And I'm going to use I'm gonna use I already used survival, so I'm gonna use persuasion
Mhm.
in basic knowledge to to like in the class try and persuade one of my classmates like sitting next to me to like tell me if they have any insight they want to give to me into what a thirsted wretch is, just kind of like during class.
Okay. Since you're trying to make conversation during class, I'm gonna add 5 to your DC.
Okay.
Because it's causing distraction. So I will. Your DC is what's your course level? 1.
This is just regular, yeah.
11 smarts.
Nothing.
11, 12,
No
17.
smarts.
17? Okay. Wait, it wouldn't be 16? What's the plus?
It's +5 from you talking
Right.
to another classmate.
If it's okay, I don't know.
11 plus 0 plus day number. It's 1 stay.
Oh, okay. I forgot that's how that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So this was. What was this? This was persuasion. That's a dirty 20.
All right. They do not know what a thirsted wretch is, but
No.
you end up getting through class all the same. So you don't go up a tier because you're a B plus, but next time you succeed in a class, you'll be an A minus.
I thought it was just a. I thought it was a. Wait. I'm a B minus right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
you're
into
a
week
B.
2.
Sorry.
Because he
So
got
then
fucked up by
okay, yeah.
George.
Yeah, George fucked it.
Fucking
All right.
George.
What do you do during your free time?
Can I party back in the speakeasy? Is that
Sure.
okay?
You go
so I'm
back to the speakeasy. As soon as you walk in, everyone goes, "Hey, it's Clive." Everyone in the speakeasy knows Clive.
It's the gin of gin.
gonna-
Bartender's like, "Would you like your regular Mr. Steepleton?"
Well, of course, my gin's gin. On
Give
my,
me a drink,
my
bartender.
Thursday evening.
Plus cool.
Okay.
Someone hands you, like in the middle of this party, someone slips a scroll of silence into your pocket.
Hey. Pretty cool.
It's laced. Don't do it.
It's
What do you
laced.
mean it's laced? I'm not
You
gonna
could
eat it.
do Terrible things with that. Awful.
So,
Aurelia.
wait.
Hey,
Scroll
very
of silence, you
considerate for
said,
the
right?
for
Mhm.
the downstairs
Okay.
neighbors.
What about the roommate?
Hey, you won't have to hear it.
Yeah, technically you won't hear it. Anything
That's
in the
true.
bubble also can't hear anything that's being made in the bubble. You just need a curtain.
Or a blindfold, really. Just like
I'll sleep in the fireplace. It's fine.
Aurelia,
sleep in the greenhouse.
class participation.
So I'm gonna use. I think I want to use performance. Because this is Mana and You and Arcane Essentials, which is my advanced course. And for like in-class demonstrations, I'll be like, we'll say because it's advanced and I had more, you said like the idea was that you just get more work to do. Because I took it as an advanced course, there was like an in-class presentation you had to do about some component of spellcasting, and I'll use my public speaking and you know, personable demeanor. That's the wrong word. You know what I mean. I'm good at talking with people and people I don't know, so I'll use that to help with my presenting of stuff.
Okay. People in your class are trying to distract you. Give me a wisdom save.
They're making like when the teacher's trying to like control the class and someone in the corner is going,
Making you laugh.
all right, this isn't good. Holy fuck. All right. Goes down to a 17. I'm using the tiny dice. This shit is locking in today. Is 17 enough to pass being distracted by someone making faces?
Yes. But you do snicker. +1 to your DC. So that'll be...
I
this is
try
your
and hide it as
advanced-
like a cough.
This is your advanced course level, so 2 or 3? This
2 or
is your...
oh, just 2.
Okay.
I'm not smart enough
12.
for 3.
Smarts, 3, right?
1 smart.
1 smart, 11, 13,
I ain't that smart.
14.
Alright. Okay. That is a solid 15. So
Alright, you pass. You go up a grade, you give a great presentation, you snicker during it, the teacher kind of gives you a look, but you make it through. This playlist is not it. Hold on.
it's really locking in for this.
Free time for you, Aurelia.
My free time, I think, here, hold on. Okay. You know what? I think that I'm gonna try and figure it, because, like, all of my friends have places to be.
I gotta go to the bar.
And what's the name of the bar, Noah?
Should I tell them?
Yeah.
Good question.
The bar's called Good Question.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they hide it so well. Where were you last night? Good question.
Good question.
At least
Even
Wait,
when you're on...
they pass zone of truth.
Yeah, exactly. Even when you're under
Yeah.
zone of truth.
Yeah.
At
He's
least there's
telling the
some
truth.
in one place.
I am so like everyone else has, Clive disappears to some place where he drinks that I don't know about. And the other two have study groups. So I would actually like to socialize. I want to meet people, chat with people, get to know more folks, and at the end of the day, I'll start using the actual jeweler's kit to start working on making a real necklace out of the aquamarine.
Why not
Probably be
socialize
a
at the bar?
+2
You're so good at
popularity,
drinking.
-1 smarts. What's your popularity?
4.
Okay. A third year comes up to you again. Were you the one
Is
that
it the
was
same-
offered? No, it's a different one. Were you the one that were offered the Fiend Folio before, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Was
Another
that in
third-
character, or was that just like...
A different third year comes up to you with the Fiend Folio in hand. You can tell because you can see like the cover. And he asks you, "You're a freshman, right?"
Yeah, what's up?
God, I remember those first year midterms. You're gonna need this. He hands you
Oh.
the Fiend Folio.
Thank you. Is it that bad?
Mine was.
Oh.
You ever
what
heard of
did
you ever heard of a Tarask?
Oh.
I'm lucky I'm alive.
How did you... Where did they put it?
Luckily, it's a big target.
Where the hell did they even put it?
The gym.
The gym.
I gotta see how big the gym is.
You've never been?
No, not really. I don't like care that much about it. I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give it back to me when you're done with midterms. I'm not needing
Yeah.
it anyway.
Where can I usually find you? Hey, what's your name?
Fantasy name generator.
Fantasy name generator.
No, you picked it already. Make him Zach with 3 E's.
Zaggy.
Zeke.
Zach
How about
with-
Zeke?
Zach with a silent E at the end.
Zach.
Zach.
We'll do Zeke.
Zuck.
Well,
Jacques.
how about just Ezekiel, no E at the beginning?
Ezekiel.
Last name
Um,
Harold.
Jacques de Gatineau.
Both total drama characters.
And what was the
Ezekiel
name of
Harold.
this scroll again? I keep forgetting.
The Fiend Folio.
Fiend Folio. His name.
When you touch
is
it, it's like
Steve.
almost haunting to hold. The pages are like incredibly. It's like this book has been around for like hundreds of years.
Probably has.
The music is perfect. The Fiend Folio. Oh.
Oh.
I am going to. How big is the Fiend Folio? Is it
About
like
as
full
big,
textbook size or?
About as big as like an encyclopedia.
Okay. I will do my best to like hide it among my other belongings. I have very flowy clothes on. So I'll kind of tuck it away and just thank him and be like, "Okay, well, I'm fighting a thirsty wretch. Um
Oh, are they doing that again? They disguising the names of the monsters.
oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought it sounded made up.
No, they do this thing where they code the names so that even if you do get a hand on one of these, you kind of have to figure it out.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm
I would say the monster probably could be known as a thirsted wretch, but that's not exactly its name.
okay.
that
Well, we're
makes
bringing
sense.
a lot of
Yes.
bottles of water.
Like when I got the Tarask, they called it
Shin Godzilla, and I was like, "What is that?" They called it King Crush, and I went, "Huh?"
Actually, they called it King Plush.
They called it an Ultra Gigantosaur. What was the fucking? Hold on.
Ultra
I
Gigasaur.
do like
think?
Ultrasaur.
Yes, Ultrasaur.
They did call it an Ultrasaur. I'm stealing that from fucking.
It's canon.
Ultim-
Ricard plays Hearthstone.
Speaking of which, Mitch,
Megasaur.
somebody made a custom card on that website. It was just a 5-mana 3/7 called Soar.
Um, All
Call
right.
it Megasaur when we fought it.
Okay. God, I fear what an Ultra Gigasaur would be then. Um,
Gigasaur. That's what I am after I go to the gym.
oh, that's funny.
Thanks. Thank you.
So it
That's
isn't
a
a
good
gym.
one. Okay, so thank you. I'll what dorm are you in so I can find you after midterms and make sure you get this back.
What's your name? What dorm are you in?
He asked me to return and I just met him today. What do you want me to do? Just like mind locate him? I'm a first year.
Go to the campus post office.
I live in Aspendale Apartments.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I should probably start reading this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I would. Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, cool. I'll take it back to my dorm, and I'll terrify Renoir by being really excited and gushing about meeting new people at him.
That's
Just
great.
make him read the book for
He's
you
gonna look
out
at the
loud
book.
to you.
What the hell is that?
Just have him dictate the book.
Oh, it's like yeah, it's a gift that I got from a third year to help study. It's like a bunch of beasts and stuff for midterms. Do you want to like study with me for the midterms?
You got a fiend folio?
Yeah, there's like a really friendly third year who wanted to help us out. We can't get them from the library, but there's like
Thank you,
no
gods
rule.
above. my roommate has found me the key to passing this fucking midterm.
Is he a cleric?
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
What domain is he though?
Light.
Actually, he wouldn't have a domain.
No, he
yet,
wouldn't have
would
one.
he?
He hasn't figured it out yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're
I'm sorry.
level 1. Okay. Yeah, well, tell you what. So as long as you like well, I don't think there's any rule against like sharing it. We just can't check it out on our own from the library. So I have to return this to
My... Does it have a hairy mess in the in the glossary? Is that in there?
I used to know a guy who was like a hairy mess. His like name started with a T, but I don't really remember a lot about him. He smelled like piss. Anyway, so I learned something interesting from this guy as well. They're using code names for the monsters so that they're harder to find stuff out about. So like hairy mess is probably not what it's actually called, but it's like what someone could call it.
Maybe
I
it's
was
a-
gonna bring a
like-
giant pair of shears.
Mine's a thirsty wretch. So I was gonna bring a lot of bottles of water, but maybe they're not thirsty like that.
Maybe they're thirsty for something else.
That's what Hestia thought. They're bringing
No.
they're bringing in Tangle, and I'm bringing Vicious Mockery just to see like
No.
what they're into.
Maybe like blood.
Oh, are we fighting a vampire?
Maybe.
Isn't
wouldn't
that
put
just
it
like a
past them.
guy? Like, I don't know. That'd
It's
be
a
weird.
vampire, just a guy.
It's just like a person. That would be weird to fight.
No, I
Oh,
think they
oh.
go like blah blah blah.
Aurelia fighting for
Never see a
vampire
guy do
rights.
You know it has
Yeah,
to be a
the-
guy because all the girls are garlic, so they can't be vampires.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah,
all dead.
we're actually just gonna go through fucking
from the garlic.
What is
On a
the
color
name of
curse.
the Strahd? That's who we're
Strahd.
fighting.
Fighting.
I thought he technically wasn't like a technical vampire, right? Isn't he like? Well,
isn't
it doesn't
Strahd
matter.
like the vampire?
Well, no, I know that he's like the vampire, but like
The vampire.
He's basically Dracula.
I'm
Well,
Count
I-
Strahd.
yeah, but I thought he was like technically not like exactly a vampire. Like it was more complicated than that. I don't know.
You're gonna have to fry me off of him.
We're moving on.
Yeah, me and Renoir have bonding moments over bondage of vampires.
Yes, Hestia.
Yeah.
What do you do during your free time?
I was planning on chilling in the greenhouse. For the spells, like the extra ones that
Okay.
I have. Do I have to do that
Mhm.
ahead of time, or is that something that I do?
Yeah, you have to do that ahead of time.
Okay. I am going to do that with one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it in the
Ah.
greenhouse, so I can keep her company, so she isn't so scared with all of these terrible, horrible monsters around.
Okay. I'll let you ask her a question. That'll be your benefit. you can ask her a good question.
Has anyone died
What's your
during
favorite color?
midterms?
Not that I've heard.
Have you seen rhubarb?
No.
The guy, not the plant.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He's over there.
Gotcha.
The rhubarb just stands there. The rhubarb's just sitting there in the dirt. And he's just like the plant.
The plant,
Just
yeah.
a plant. Yeah. No, I haven't seen him.
Okay. Do people go missing often, or is this just a rhubarb thing?
He's weird.
I know.
He had that smell. That face smell.
That rhubarb smell.
I'm pretty
That Redditor
sure,
smell.
I'm pretty sure he said he was from some court or another. I don't know what circuit, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
You just had that fade. You know that overwhelming perfume sensation?
Mm,
It's got that.
Bit of a fairy, that one.
like a corpse flower.
Yes. Exactly.
Gotcha.
What do you do for your class participation?
I have Mana Speaks, so I'm going to use Arcana, and my Apophyllite to recognize truth and
Okay.
attempt to channel this truth into my brain as I study. It's in my bra, so no one can see it. Because it's
Just with like, it's got all the potatoes there too.
well,
Sorry,
it's
just had to
most
make the joke.
closely connected with the heart chakra. So the closer it is to your chakra, the more effective it is. So
Of course.
Shame I didn't ask where the aquamarine should go.
There's a pop quiz that you
Okay.
were not prepared for. Disadvantage.
okie dokie.
Your DC is. What's your smarts? 3?
2.
2. Alright.
Does anyone
11,
have 3
9.
smarts?
13.
I do. I'm so smart that I'm at a C. I crack under pressure.
Very real for students. I know too many people who are like incredibly smart and then they fucking psych themselves out and get like a D on a quiz.
Yeah.
13.
Okay, you pass. You just barely scratch by on this pop quiz. Although during it you were like, oh god, do I know any of this?
I was clutching
Thank
my
God for that
chest.
multiple choice section.
No particular reason. I was just very afraid.
Alright, so we just barely squeak by on a forced day. Halloran, what do you do in your free time?
I want to join my study group, and I think that we should study by discussing strategies for our midterm.
Okay.
Your study group or the friend group?
Study group.
Well, they have
You'll
different
get plus
midterms.
2
Just getting ideas
smarts.
from other people so I can bring it together.
You'll get plus 2
Plus
smarts.
2 smarts? Okay.
Um,
Awesome. I'm gonna fucking need it.
Someone teaches you about a spell that might help you called Shield. Which, if it's not in your spell list, what class are you? You're a...
Wizard.
Okay, yeah. You might have Shield already in your spell list,
Wizard.
but they encourage you to take it.
Okay. I don't think it's in my spell list, so I'm going to put it in there. Okay.
They don't know anything about your monster, but they know that Shield is generally useful in combat, so...
Okay. Got it.
Alright. Weekend.
Yeah.
We're not doing a whole thing like we did last time. Just tell
Do I
me
not
what
have to
you...
go to class?
It's the weekend! Oh, wait, yeah, you do. Sorry. Class participation.
Okay, so it's Fives Day. Yes, I have arcane essentials, except that my skill check not gonna have anything to do with that. Because you know I'm a nerd. You're gonna have some bullies in there, ooh, and someone's gonna try to trip me as I'm walking in, and I want to use acrobatics to do a cool front flip and save.
Okay.
It's probably George that's at it.
Yes, fuck George.
Yes. 10 course level.
Yes, it is George.
What is your smarts now?
Yes.
6.
Holy fuck. Okay. 10. Your DC is 10.
10. Okay. Cool. Please. It's 50% shot. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Fuck. That is a nat 20. I'm so cool.
I'll give you a cool for the cool. Well, actually, I'll give you cool
Yeah.
and an inspiration for the very
Fuck
cool
yeah.
for the very cool flip.
I'm at neutral cool.
C plus. You get like in the flip was just so immaculate that you just get like a just quiet little
What
applause.
is it with us doing like our acrobatic flips in classrooms? Because apparently I did that, and now
We're just so good at it.
we're
Okay.
like an acrobatics team.
On the
I
weekend,
got confidence.
what do you guys want to
The
do? Do you
weekend,
want to
baby.
look through the fiend folio, or do you want to do like an activity, or what are we doing?
We should probably figure out if we should talk to administration about rhubarb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably important.
We can split up.
Because like one of our group
halvesies.
is missing.
We can split up halvesies, have half the people look through the book, and then the other half go talk to them about the fact that he's just like straight up gone.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which two of you are looking through the fiend folio? And yes, whoever it is does matter.
Good choice.
I have it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
also, I probably would not be the opportune choice to talk to administration.
You two both give me
Neither would I.
investigation. You two both give me investigation checks. Add your smarts on top.
Hell yes.
A 0. Ah!
We'll never find the thirsted wretch.
We're gonna
Just look at the table of
fail.
I do have-
contents.
I do have a bit of
I
smarts
got a
in there.
21.
Yay!
Intelligence. That's good.
Hold on,
'cause I
before
got
you
an
tell me.
18.
Big brain.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh.
So you both flip through the book, and you eventually do find that there is a monster who disguises as a witch and thirsts on mana. Sounds familiar. The thirsted wretch is a warp witch.
Gasoline.
And the best you learn about it is that this thing will be hopping in and out of the ethereal plane a lot.
Oh fuck.
And when it does, the tags will not come with it, most likely. So.
If only we had rope trick.
Oh,
What are you gonna-
What would that do?
What are you gonna do? Outlast it?
Yeah.
You have a time limit to put the tags on.
Yeah, but if we could get it inside of the rope trick, it can't do anything that has to do with spells inside of it. Out.
I don't think it's a spell. I think it's an ability, and it just can go. Assuming that there's no.
Very restrictive box. You'd be surprised.
It's a level 2 spell.
I think you're thinking of like force cage
It's a
is
level
what you're
3 spell.
imagining.
A force cage, then it wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah. Or the sphere.
I love bubble.
That's what you learned from the Fiend Folio.
Steven Universe sphere.
And from administration, they assure you that he's like been attending classes and he will show up.
But what
He
if
has
he
to.
doesn't?
Better.
If he doesn't, then he will be expelled, and you just have to put your tags on for
Okay.
whoever shows up.
Please don't show up.
Maybe he has sphere.
I don't
Maybe he's
believe
got a
him
big-
talented
maybe
enough
he's-
to learn something like that.
He's got a big jug of gasoline to pour all over the place.
Maybe
And now it's Sunday, the day of the midterms.
On a Sunday?
So, did we
Yep.
from the Fiend Folio only learn what the Warp Witch is and that it teleports through different planes?
I'll let each of you ask me one question about the monster.
Hold on, I have to look at my spell list.
Well, you might not answer it.
Yeah, I'll let you ask the question, and then I'll just sit there and smile at you. Is it a highly intelligent creature?
Yes.
Okay.
They have above average intelligence in terms of humans.
good to know. That's good to know.
Are we going in order again, or are we just going in
No,
order
it's
of
just you and
list?
Aurelia. You're the only ones that have the book.
Okay.
Oh, so
Is
we
there
can't ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
is there anything that prevents them from being able to warp in and out of the ethereal plane?
It's in the book. It's rumored that it has to do with some sort of. Let me find a way to word this without making it too obvious. There is an easy in the Fiend Folio. There is documentation of an easy way to disable their planeswalking, but that they don't necessarily like in the documentation they don't tell you what it is. They just tell you that it's pretty easy to disable once you figure it out.
Now we know what the extra credit is.
The extra credit is fucking take their giant pointy hat.
Anyway, everyone give me an image of your character that I can use for your tokens, and then I'll set up the map and you guys can take a break while I do that. So you all make your way that Sunday afternoon to the prison's ballroom, and you all kind of, I'm doing the filler word thing again. You all meet outside of the doors to the ballroom. They're made of this multicolored glass and surrounded in an iron frame. You walk up and you see some of your friends gathered by this door, and you all have your assignment slip. You all have your spell codexes. The only one who hasn't showed up yet is Rhubarb.
Do we see George?
George is not with you. George is off doing his own business.
I thought he was the first year though. I don't know if we could see.
Not
him
all,
in
not
the-
every first year is participating. You all are like spread out throughout this entire campus.
for midterms.
For midterms, everyone's
Oh.
assigned to a different room. So you do see people kind of wandering the halls trying to find. I'm doing the filler word thing again. You're trying to find the They're all trying to find their assigned place.
So you said we don't see Rhubarb then?
No, he's not there yet.
Okay.
But you have time to kind of do any last minute preparations with each other.
All right, I'll
What,
go ahead. Sorry, lag.
do we want to compare spells real quick? Just to see
Yeah.
what variety we got.
That was kind of my plan. So I brought in True Strike and Mending and Vicious Mockery and Gust. I love cantrips, but basically the
Different.
idea is Mending might like give us a way to like try and make our tags stick more to the monster, because if they're gonna be like teleporting a lot, there's a good chance that these tags won't stay on them. But if we can like make it fuse with part of them, might be able to stick. And True Strike is just, I don't really do a lot of hands-on stuff, so I figured it would help for getting my hand-eye coordination down better than it was before.
It's good. That's ideal.
Does anyone else
Clive,
have any
what do you got?
cantrips?
How's
Well,
cantrips?
I can detect poison and diseases and things, and then I can make berries. So that's what I have to bring to the table.
You have a scroll of silence that I gave you.
And thank you, I forgot.
And,
Well, we don't have party inventory, so that doesn't help. But
well,
I also
record
have.
your inventory.
Oh, I did in the notes. Okay, I have.
Plays D&D does not record inventory.
No, I did. I just okay. I was at a party last week and at a place of sorts, and somebody slipped me a scroll of silence. It, maybe
Useful.
that'll come in handy. Yeah, I'm just that cool.
It is supposed to be a smart monster, so like maybe they'll have spells and stuff.
Yeah, but if
I
not,
need
I have
to-
berries. So
Yeah, okay. I can still do True Strike then, because there's no verbal components. That's good. Um, Halloran, Hestia, what do you guys have?
Well, one thing I got Mold Earth as a cantrip. Figured that'd be useful. Just if we can get her into a hole, get her off guard a little bit. No. Also got Elementalism, same kind of thing. I can get a nice breeze going. I don't know, mostly distracting things, or like can make like a 1 foot cube of fire. I figured that might be useful somehow. I don't know. And then I also have what's it called? Control water, something like that. For the mist that I make.
Okay.
A couple of first level spells too, but
What you got there?
I only got 2 slots. I got color spray to blind her, earth tremor because that can knock her prone, catch her off guard, all that. I got shield and I also got sleep. Figured that those things would be, basically I'm trying to think of ways to catch her off guard.
That's good. I brought a new one that I learned called Bane, so that'll probably be easier to get those off then.
I have Bane.
Yeah, that'll be.
I brought Bane from Batman. He's gonna people's elbow her to death. Yeah, I have Bane command, Thunderwave from my help with Devonius, Unseen Servant because it really helps with cleaning up around my room, and then Mage Armor I learned from my mom actually.
That's really cool.
Working in Magic Initiate into the lore.
your mom's a suit of armor.
And my
Sorry, I
dad's a
have zero-
whetstone.
I'm
is why
sorry,
you're
I have,
so cool.
I have 0 smarts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my dad's actually a flying sword.
Together they make an adventurer.
Yeah, together they make one dude. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I have. Hestia, do you have anything special?
Nothing crazy. Got magic stone, create bonfire, produce flame, create or destroy water, entangle, and thunderwave.
Okay, so we can work together on some stuff then, because if you can create and destroy water, and I have elementalism and control water, whatever it's called, it's in the book somewhere. We can get some stuff done here, you know.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
Guys, I really want to pass. Grades have not been great. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, me too.
Oh, I almost forgot because I learned stuff about being a bard. I have I can like give you guys like magic powers with my music. So like you'll be more confident in yourself.
I would like that. You just do that like anytime, or
I mean like I don't really it's like kind of hard to do, so I can't do it that many times a day. But, you know,
okay, gotcha.
you can I mean it'll definitely help.
Okay, got it. Cool. I'll keep it in mind.
All right.
Where's Rhubarb?
I'm here. It's
Did he
me.
just like appear or was he standing there the whole time?
He just kind of like comes he like slowly walks from behind a staircase and just goes
Oh, Oh, Troot.
What is
How
he, like
are
a Bond
you?
villain? Clapping as he's walking in.
What are you clapping for? We haven't done the midterms yet.
I'm here.
I'm the Warp Witch.
Thank you, Troot.
You're fighting me.
Why don't we just make our way in already?
Has it started yet?
You're happy to share what you're
Charge.
bringing to the
Because-
table. It'll up. Nope, there goes Clive. Okay.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
fine. We didn't need to. Yeah,
Leroy.
That's Leroy Jenkins.
All right, you walk into this ballroom,
Okay.
and it's covered in just a lot of rainbow, multicolored decorations. It looks like a very traditional ballroom with a square to dance in the middle. There's a bunch of tables like in the perimeter of the area. There's a big balcony top layer, and there are stairs leading down to the main dance floor area. From where you enter in, it's a big ovular carpet with a piano standing just kind of in the center. And you kind of... It's more silent than you would think. You don't see any monster or anything yet. Seems pretty unassuming to you.
Chose detect magic, did they?
I mean, we're like in a magic school. Would that do that much? There's like magic everywhere.
Yeah, I guess. I guess you put it that way.
It's clearly in the piano.
Rhubarb's gonna confidently walk down the stairs that are to the left of the piano. He's just kind of make his way to the main dancing area to look around, see what he can see.
Troot.
What?
Just so you know, if we are wrong about this, there's a possibility that we just get a mimic.
Yes, there's always a possibility that anything's a mimic. This railing could be a mimic. This chair could be a mimic. This table could be a mimic.
The ballroom could be a mimic.
The floor opens its mouth and eats him.
My hat! He, grabs the brim of his hat. My hat could be a mimic, and I'd never know.
Well, that's
Not until
stupid.
it would strike.
Hats always look exactly like hats. They're just hats.
Yes. But mimics have the potential to look exactly like whatever they want.
Why would they choose
Yeah,
a
it's
hat?
kind of in the name.
Yeah, that is the point of a mimic, yeah.
But why a hat?
The mimic wants to lure you in with whatever it thinks you want.
Yeah, but you're
Clearly,
hat. No one would
I
ever
am a
want
hat
that.
connoisseur. Alright. That is very presumptuous of you. There are some people who really like this hat.
Like
I'll
you.
have you know. Yes.
Kind of an
Like
ugly
me.
hat.
I'll have you know my father gave me this hat.
And your name. We know he
And-
isn't
Want
very
to know
good
how
at
I
gift
got
giving.
this hat?
It's the thought that counts, really.
So,
So what are we gonna do here?
We have to find the monster, most likely.
I'm gonna go up to the piano.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a seagull here and just on the keys.
Bites your hand off.
A harsh tone resonates throughout the entire ballroom and echoes everywhere. You do hear skittering after the tone has sort of hushed.
Can I tell where the skittering is happening or where it's going?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Where's my cursor? There it is. I'm good at these. Never mind. It's a natural one. Never mind.
No, you have no idea.
I'm
but
good at these.
But
Did
you're a little
did anyone else
intimidated.
hear that, or
Everyone heard it. Clive just kind of reacted to it.
Must
so
have
like
been the
we
wind.
heard it, but it was too late for us to be like, where was that coming from?
Yeah. You all
Okay.
heard
Must
it,
have been
though.
the wind, guys.
Well, okay, it's definitely in here. Do we take up like a circle, like defensive formation?
Stand
Well,
back to
maybe better
back.
Do we who took back to back as their starting person?
We're mages. Do we benefit from standing back to back?
Can I flip
Yeah.
a
I mean,
karma
if we
cap
don't
to
know where
re-roll that
things
perception
are,
check?
yeah.
Sorry, Clive. What did you say?
It was just a karma cap joke. That's all.
Okay.
I think
Well-
anyone could benefit from standing back to back.
You don't want your back exposed.
Yeah, you don't want this thing to sneak up on us.
Sneak up on us, huh?
Yeah, that's
Are
what
you
they said.
okay?
Are you
Yes.
the mimic?
I'm great. No.
You're a mimic, aren't you?
Why would I be a mimic?
Because we
that's
wanted
right.
you to show up so we wouldn't fail.
If I wanted to do that, I would just make a simulacrum of myself.
You don't have the ability to do that.
How do you know?
Because you're a
Do
You
it
don't
mimic.
right
know
now.
anything about me.
Do it right now.
Okay. He waves his hands from up here and like lines around his body and flourishes his hands down by his legs, and a clone of him kind of shifts out of him and appears next to him.
Haha, made you waste a spell slot.
Whoa.
As if I don't have
That's one-
infinite mana welled inside of me.
Oh, you're one of those sorcerers, aren't you?
No, he's a fairy.
Could say that
How do you
again.
know that?
Well, yeah, we know that.
You
Look at-
told me.
Also, you smell like a corpse flower.
Yes, I
Rhubarb.
guess. That is a way to put it.
So, like, why are you going to school again if you're
Okay,
like,
guys.
oh, I've got infinite mana? What? Clive, what's up?
This is not the time to chat, I don't think.
Well, do you have any?
Well,
I don't know. I
it's- what
haven't,
are we gonna do
haven't
before
seen
she
this
shows
guy
up?
in like weeks.
Oh, you've seen me.
Don't we have a limited amount of time in here? We can socialize after we defeat this wretch.
Alright.
Seem to not like that tone.
Who?
Whatever it was. The monster. You heard that skittering, didn't you?
The tone of what I just said?
No,
the
the
piano.
piano, dummy.
Piano.
Oh. Okay.
How
All right,
sensitive
didn't
are
like it.
your guys' ears?
Hit me with it.
A hypothetical thunder wave?
It'll definitely hear that.
It is a range of 300.
That would work.
You could cast it so that we don't take deathly damage to our bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah,
in
that would
the
be
that
really
way
nice.
direction.
Please, I really like living.
15 feet away.
Okay.
This
You
room's
just
big
kinda
enough for that.
You just kind of cast it in an empty direction, and you just... you have to do the blade of grass thing.
No, fuck, I don't! I have a rock!
Okay, you kind of hold the rock out, and
You
you
blow
just
on the
kind of-
rock.
you focus on the rock, and the rock emits a giant boom of sound in one direction, and it kind of knocks over some chairs, but it goes... and you do hear a little screech coming from behind you, but everyone else is kind of looking in that direction anyway.
It's behind us.
So I'm just like, wow,
Flip around.
really bad acoustics in this room.
It does echo a lot. It's really loud.
Can I?
Aurelia,
So as it's
you are-
skittering, oh,
You
sorry.
are closest to the skittering and the screeching.
Who?
Did you say Lydia or Aurelia?
Aurelia.
Okay, I heard Lydia the first time. My bad. All right. I would like to whip around and have a look at where the hell that's coming from.
in front of you where you heard it, there's a pillar.
Was it there before?
Yes.
Okay, what am I?
How far away am I from the pillar?
About 30 feet. You're
Okay.
watching Aurelia as they're looking at the pillar.
Since
Hey,
I'm
Theo.
30
Oh no, go ahead.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
Random
since I'm 30 feet away, I'm gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. What does that? Let me look. At that real
I
quick.
can sense the location of poisons, poisonous, or venomous creatures and magical contagions within 30 feet of myself. I sense the kind of poison, creature, or contagion in each case.
Okay. You do sense toxic mana incredibly strong from behind the pillar.
Okay. I think it's around that pillar, guys. I'm sensing some pretty bad juju from over there.
Okay.
Aurelia, you should be careful.
All right.
Did we just decide that Aurelia's gonna be the one to go around there?
She's
Now
right
I have
there.
an idea. So, everyone, let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna prepare. So, I'd like to bend the rules a little bit on a cantrip of mine, Gust.
Gus.
It's so I seize the air and compel it to create an effect at a point I can see in range. And it says I can choose a medium or smaller creature that has to succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet away. I can't see it, but I can see the point where I want the effect to happen. Can I make it just blast him with a bit of wind left to see if I can push it from outside the pillars, like blocking my
Sure,
line of
I'll
sight?
have it roll the strength save. What's your spell save DC?
Just 13.
Okay, it passed. So you do see gusts of fabric, like blowing out from behind the pillar, in the direction in which you wanted to push it. So it's definitely there.
Okay. So it's behind that pillar.
Um,
What are we gonna do with this thing, guys?
at that point, seeing it, we don't really have an initiative going on, but I would like to try and use Entangle where it is.
Okay, we're gonna have roll initiative then.
Yeah.
And we'll have your entangle be the first thing that resolves. Give me 1 second to set up OBS.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Alright, guys,
Oh
we're
my
fighting
God.
Godslayer.
Not the Godslayer fight!
Oh,
Okay,
shit,
that's
what
way
happened here?
more bright colors than
Okay.
I thought this ballroom had.
It's a school. It's got to be bright and happy.
Godslayer.
Godslayer!
It's Godslayer.
The
No.
witch is actually
Wait,
Godslayer.
it wasn't a mimic. It was actually just Godslayer wearing a costume, and he comes up from behind the pillar and he says, "Where is Isaria? Where is she?"
He's older than we thought, I guess.
Did anyone get higher than a 15?
Oh, wait, I forgot
Yes.
to roll.
Who did? You did? Okay.
I did.
That's a nat 20.
Alright.
All right, yeah.
And I got a 16.
I got a 22.
Oh, okay.
I got a 14.
Okay. What is your name? Aurelia.
Who
All
are
right.
you?
6. Well, what about Funny Man?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. He got a nat 1.
Oh boy.
He trips
Alright.
and fucking falls.
The Warp Witch text is slightly too big. Give me 1 second. How do
Just
I
make it one word.
change the font? I guess I could.
I kind of imagined it as one word, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Round number 1. session number 2. Cool. Let me put on the encounter music.
Yeah, we're having Skyrim dialogue with the Warp Witch.
Alright. So, we're gonna resolve first. Here's how we're gonna do it. Hestia's gonna go first, and then when Hestia's initiative turn is up, your turn will be skipped. So you're just doing your turn immediately.
Okay.
So what were you doing again? Entangle?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'm a strength save for that, right?
Yes.
What's your spell save DC?
11.
Okay, it fails. So it's restrained.
Okay.
For how long?
I have concentration for up to 1 minute, and you just
Okay.
have to keep doing it until you
I can do it on my
succeed.
turn. Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Is it your turn or his next turn?
It's on
It-
my turn, I get to repeat the save.
Yeah, you just have to take an action to make a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Does the effective entangle give us any benefits for dealing with it, or
It's considered restrained.
yeah.
okay? I forgot what that does in D&D. Let me grab the fucking. Hold on.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Where is the? Oh, there it is. I see.
Oh wait, no, it's not mirrored. It's just Discord. Or is it mirrored? Are the words backwards for you guys?
No, no.
No.
Okay,
No,
they're
you're
just
good.
like that for me. Yes, the warp witch is this thing.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Well, I'll move towards it actually, as far as I can go.
Okay, you're gonna kind of scooch around this.
Yeah.
Alright, then that'll be your turn.
Yep.
Next will be Clive.
I'm gonna whip out that scroll of silence and I'm gonna cast it on the warp witch.
Okay,
I'm gonna
How
center
big
it
is
on
silence again?
20-foot
decently sized
radius.
bubble.
Okay.
So since it's up against the wall, right? The warp witch right now, kind of, because that's a wall right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I'm just getting this silence thing real quick.
That's fine.
That's a big silent.
Yeah, silence is
20
huge.
meter radius.
20-foot radius. Yeah.
20 foot. Yeah, sorry. 20-meter radius Emerald Splash.
There it is, and that'll be moved centered.
Yeah,
on
that's
her.
about right. Yeah.
There is a wall. She's not hugging it, but she's near it.
Okay.
That's a stripe in the floor.
That is also
Mhm.
the same amount of space that Entangle is taking up.
Okay. Good to know.
Are we allowed to
Um,
pass through Entangle, or is it difficult terrain?
It's
If you walk in
difficult.
it, you have to do the. It's difficult terrain, and I think you have to do the save, or else you're restrained as well.
Mhm.
So you can't walk within this distance, or else you risk being restrained.
Okay, okay.
You also both are holding concentration, because I believe silence is concentration as well. So keep that in
Correct.
mind.
Yeah.
So it is gonna be Clive, unless you want to move.
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna
do a
move
bonus
back
action.
a little bit. I'm
Okay.
gonna move like over 3 to the right and then up 1, just so I'm next to that table.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Halloran.
I'm casting sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to bed.
This shit.
How many hit points of sleep again?
It's a wisdom save.
They changed it. It's not based on hit points anymore. Hold on.
Yeah, they did.
It's a wisdom
I
save.
just read it before this.
I'm
The
gonna
way that it
reread
works
really quick.
now is wisdom save, then they're incapacitated if they fail until the end of its next turn, at which point it must repeat the save, If they fail that second save, they are unconscious. So it goes from incapacitated to unconscious. And it ends if the target takes damage or someone within 5 feet takes an action to shake it out of its effect.
That's a crazy ass spell now. What the hell? All right.
Level 1 smell. Level 1 spell.
Level
This
1
is
smell.
Level 1 spell.
What's your spell save DC?
11.
Okay, it passes. You try to cast sleep on it, and it has no effect. That sucks for you. Anything else you
I
want to do
just
on your
burned a
turn?
spell slot?
Well, they can't all be winners.
No.
You're not
I
gonna
physically
move or
cannot do
anything?
anything else.
You can move.
No, there's no point to it.
There's no
There's no
point
point to
in
moving.
There's no point to really
Um,
moving if you think about it.
And then Hestia just took their turn, so Warp Witch is gonna take their turn. They're gonna repeat the save. What's your save DC again, Hestia?
11.
Okay, it passes, so it's not restrained anymore. It's going to use its bonus action to go into the ethereal plane, which makes this not difficult terrain. I need to put this below everything else.
That was going. It's not a. It doesn't
It's not a
require
spell.
a verbal component.
No, it doesn't. It is
It
going
has to go disappear.
It's going to go in the ethereal plane and move
Abracadabra.
over here. It's then going to reappear. And it's going to emit a psionic screech to the 3 nearest creatures. I need Clive, Hestia, and Aurelia to make a wisdom save.
18.
Okay, you save.
11.
Okay, you fail.
11.
Clive.
That's Oh, I know that's saving throw bonus. Oh, dirty 20.
Okay, so you save. Hestia's gonna take 1 psychic damage.
Oh!
Um,
An eighth of my health.
Damn.
Were any of you holding concentration? I think 2 of you
On
were, right?
silence, yeah.
Make a concentration saving throw.
Even though I succeeded the other one.
Correct. It's the
Okay.
screech is loud, so it's making it difficult for you to concentrate.
4.
Okay.
9.
You drop entangle. You drop silence.
Damn.
We're doing great,
A
folks.
plan.
The plan. And that will end its turn. It is now Aurelia. I forgot Rhubarb's down here. There he is, guys. He's the Onceler.
I don't see him. Where is he?
He's down here. Oh wait,
We
is he in?
It's
Oh
in,
wait, it's the
there he
he's. It's weird. Oh wait, it's making the thing black. That's so. Hold on.
What?
It's making the chroma keyed green borders of the tokens black because it's chroma keyed.
Oh, that's funny.
So if I turn off the
Also,
background,
Zach
no,
says I love you to everyone.
I love you, Zach.
Oh, hell yeah. Tell him we all
Zach.
say we love him.
Zach, we love you. I don't remember how to turn off the chroma keying. They'll just be black for now, I guess. Anyway. Aurelia.
I don't know if... Well, that wasn't really an attack. I would like, just in case... No, that was an attack, I guess.
For the viewers at home, this is Mitch playing a level 1 character.
I'm trying to think outside the box. It's not working. I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery and call it. I basically just gonna have the psychic screech hit and just get like, God, shut the fuck up, noisy ass bitch. And that'll be a wisdom saving throw for you. 13
16.
is what you gotta pass. Alright. Well, then, I don't know, I'll whatever. That's wow.
Does
That's
it do
actually
damage on a successful save? What spell is this?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't. I forgot. It's not. I was thinking of the other cantrips where it's damage and then the save is the extra effect. This is the other way around.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
Well,
you
nothing
wanna
happens.
do?
I just called it a noisy bitch. I am gonna move. Let's see. 5, 10, 20. I will go around the table, right in front and next to Hestia, and I'll kind of end up next to Clive. Yeah, so I'll just hole up right there, and I've got my like notebook of spells and my ocarina being readied for combat. That's all I've got.
All right. Rhubarb. He's gonna run up 3, 4, 5, 6. What the hell is that? he's gonna cast Identify on it.
Cast Identify. It's a warp witch, everybody.
How'd you know what I was gonna do? Oh wait, no, it's touch. He can't cast Identify.
Let me quick touch this horrible monster.
He's a
gonna-
sorcerer.
It's a warp witch.
Distant spell.
He's gonna cast Hold Person. The monster
It's
saves.
a humanoid?
It's humanoid. I guess it looks pretty humanoid, doesn't it?
It saves anyway, so he like points 2 fingers at it, and a pink beam kind of like launches through the room, and then hits the monster and just sort of bounces off.
Oh my gosh, we're all gonna get expelled.
It holds
Damn it.
Clive instead.
And it's gonna be top of round 2.
Alright,
Clive.
Clive,
gonna
how
run
many bow attacks are you making this round?
I don't have a bow.
He doesn't have a bow.
I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna
Mhm.
run right up to it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the closest you can.
No,
get.
no. Don't. I meant like diagonally speaking.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2,
Like-
3, 4, 5. You get like right
Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna take the tag action, and I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm
Roll
gonna
to
try and
hit
do
your
it.
tag.
Okay,
Remember
so
to
it's,
add your dex.
Yeah,
It's just a
so
flat d20 plus your dex.
got it. Okay. That's why am I blinking on my dex? 17.
Okay. You run up to it and just slap your tag on, and it attaches.
Nice.
So
This is easy,
now-
guys.
Clive's tag is on the monster. Just keep that in mind, Clive. Know where your tag is.
It is
I
on the
can't-
monster.
I can't remember all your tags for you. Anything else? No, there's
Nope,
not really much you
that's-
can do with your bonus
yeah.
action. Halloran.
Okay. I am okay. My speed is 35 feet, so I want to
Okay.
get as close as I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Clive's still in the way. Damn it. Jeez,
I
Clive.
didn't ask how close
Thunderwave.
Clive
Oop.
was. I cast Thunderwave.
Oh.
You can angle the cone so it doesn't hit him if it is Thunderwave.
It's not Thunderwave, it's Earth Tremor.
You can move the radius, right? There's no requirement
Kinda.
that it's on the exact position of the monster.
Okay.
Well, there might be. Let me read it.
I'm reading through it again right now. The area is 10 feet. So it's like a 10-foot circle. Can I hit it again? Is that water over there?
Well, now it's centered. You cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's centered on you, so it would have to hit Clive.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Oh, wait, why doesn't it say... That's weird.
The tremor is
cat-
just within
Um,
the range.
That's weird. The range is self.
Yeah.
But the area is 10 feet. They should probably say that more clearly.
Okay. Is that water, like, near where the pillars are and stuff?
This stuff.
Like, or is that just floor? Yeah.
It's just floor. It's all floor. There might be
Okay.
water in this room because there's flowers, but
But not, like, a lot.
not like a lot. No.
Me siphoning the water out of all the flowers in the
You
ballroom
can ask
to kill
for
the
it.
warp witch.
You can communicate with your fellow group members.
You can, it's true.
I did.
Me and,
I
me
told
and
them
Hestia
it's
both
easy.
brought
What?
glasses of water.
I know, but I don't know if it would be enough to shape water to then freeze the feet to the ground. That was my idea.
You can't. I don't think you can.
What do you mean I can't?
I don't think you can freeze it around.
Oh, provided there are no creatures in it. Fuck.
Yeah. I had the same idea. Don't worry.
Like 2 ideas. You know what? I'm gonna use mold earth, and I'm gonna just make a 5-foot hole below the monster.
Okay, so it's 5 feet shorter. There's just
In a
an
hole.
indent in the ground where the witch is sitting in now. You see like the middle of its torso up to its head.
My idea, because when I
High ground.
I can move it 5 feet away, so I want to move it 5 feet up and cover the fucking witch with dirt.
Give me a second to read mold earth or mold. What is it? It is mold earth.
Yeah, mold
right?
earth. Yeah.
Let's see.
5
I've
foot
never
cube.
seen this spell used before.
Yeah, you can instantly excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away.
It doesn't cause damage, but it's a 5 by 5 foot of dirt.
So you're
just
making
you're dumping dirt on their head.
you're making the
Yeah.
hole, and then dumping the dirt on top of them.
Yep.
Mental warfare.
It's a
big
5 by
dogging
foot
them.
cube of dirt. That would
It's not.
suck.
It's not loose earth, unfortunately. It's stone. You can only excavate it if it is loose earth.
Okay. God, I have. I shout at Clive, like, Clive, how healthy are you?
He's right next to you. Clive, you hear Halloran call to you
I
and say,
scream.
"How healthy are you?"
Like full health, I think. I don't think I
Wait.
got hit or anything.
Just feeling good.
I'm cool, man.
Good. You're cool. You could handle, say, like a small earthquake.
What do you mean by small in regards to an earthquake?
Like one that, say, like a first-year student could make.
That's all right. You know what? Just do it.
Okay,
If it
I
might
cast
help,
Earth
then
Tremor.
fine.
I cast Earth
so it's
Tremor.
a save from the what save is it?
Dex.
It's but
Okay.
Noah can make it as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
Noah has to
I-
make it as well.
I
The
would
witch
like to make it.
fails.
It's a
Hmm.
what save is it again? You said Dex.
Yeah, it's a dex.
Dex,
The warp
yeah.
witch failed. So is she prone?
She's prone and she takes 1d6, so she takes 3 damage.
Okay, that won't matter. But she's prone.
15.
And then it becomes difficult terrain in a 5-foot diameter
Okay, around them.
surrounding. Yeah.
Gotcha. You saved, Clive.
15. So I hope that's
Yeah, you
Yes.
save.
okay.
Okay.
I just give you a thumbs up. You just like jump out of the way and I go, good job!
DM, I have a question. Since they caused a tremor in the earth that makes it difficult terrain, would that now be considered loose earth? Since you
Probably
cracked
in
up the stone?
Probably in the area around them. I would say so. But
Here
it's
we
not
go.
Halloran's turn. It's Hestia's turn. Hestia time.
Okay, so I would like to.
And also, just to reiterate to everyone, it's not in a hole in the ground anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no
Not a
hole.
in the ground anymore, no. There was no hole.
There never was a hole.
Yet.
Imagine a world where with a hole.
Seeing that this thing is generally weak, I have to read this because I've never done this before because I don't get into close quarter combat often. I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Okay.
It's on the
So,
ground.
Hestia's gonna fucking suplex the warp.
It's also prone.
It is.
You're
yeah.
gonna have advantage on the athletics check to grapple, since it is prone. So give me an athletics check. It's gonna do a dex save too. Well, it's gonna have disadvantage on the dex save, but... Okay.
21.
Okay. You're holding it in your arms. Granted, in order for it to remain prone, you would have to be prone with it. Are you, like, picking it up and holding it? Or are you going on the
Tackle it.
I
ground?
want to like sit behind it, kind of, and just.
Okay.
You're doing
Okay.
like a wrestling hold on the ground with it.
And
Yeah.
then,
Hestia's holding it on the ground. I will have to consider you prone,
That's
but you're
fine.
both prone. Okay.
Get over here, get on it, and get your tags on this thing.
It is gonna be its turn. It's gonna try to escape your grapple.
It's gonna fail.
It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail.
Did you roll your athletics?
I've never done this before.
That's okay.
That's a 16.
Okay, I rolled a 17.
Dang.
It is gonna escape your grip. Use its movement to get up. It doesn't have an action anymore because it had to use it to escape. But it does still have its bonus action, which it will use to enter the ethereal plane. Clive's tag is gonna. Well, what did you roll on it? A 17.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it falls off. So the Clive's tag is gonna land on the ground where it was.
We have 2 rounds to do this.
I didn't say it was gonna be easy.
I rolled a 17 and it just falls off.
Luckily, it can't move, so it's in the ethereal plane, but it has to return next turn, and it can't move. So you know where it's gonna be.
All right, everybody get in position.
Aurelia, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run. Hestia's on the ground. I'm gonna like step over her to get around on the other side of it, so we can start kind of.
Do you have that much movement?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I can get just like the one square above Hestia.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll have like a fucking shit ton of wavy dress like smacking in your face, and then I'll. Yeah. So now that I'm here, I'm rifling through my pockets to get my tag out, and I'll grab the ocarina and I'm gonna inspire Halloran because they had such a great setup, and it got ruined.
Thanks, man.
So you get a 1d6 that you can add to any d20 test that you would have failed. There you go.
I'll take it.
And oh, that's
Thank
a
you
bonus
much.
action. Okay. I can't command the thing because it's not here.
I command you to come back.
You can ready a command.
You know what I'll do
True.
instead? I'm gonna prepare as a reaction. I'm gonna prep mending, and I'm gonna try to, as soon as it comes back, because I'm like slightly out of its field of vision because it was being grappled from behind by Hestia. When it comes back, I want to like sneak up on it and try and fuse the tag onto part of its clothing.
Okay. So the trigger is when it returns to the material plane, you're gonna use your reaction to mend your tag onto its clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because those
That's
seem
fine.
to go with it to the material plane. Or to the
Yes.
immaterial plane,
Ethereal.
rather.
The ethereal plane. Rhubarb turn. Rhubarb gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna ready an action to dual cast hold person as soon as that thing returns. And it's going to
Dual
be, yeah, as he's a sorcerer. It's gonna be Clive's turn.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just ready an action to put mine on as
Okay.
a reaction.
Just to do
next
the
turn.
tag the monster, or do you want to
Yeah, I
do
mean-
it in some other way?
Well, I don't know what other way I could do it in.
Well, there's the mending thing. You could come up with something like that, or you can just do the.
Could I use Hunter's Mark to help?
Sure.
I'll do it. I'll ready. Huh?
I'll let you do like prepare to, as your reaction, use Hunter's Mark, and then let Hunter's Mark help you slap it on.
Like when like if I take an action now to ready as a reaction Hunter's Mark when it comes back, and then next turn I can tag it on normally. Basically, is that what you mean?
No, I mean you can do both Hunter's Mark and slap it on as the same prepared action.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just do that then. So I'll pick it up and do that.
All right. All of you are like.
All right.
Halloran.
Okay, I want to be clear. Where it's gonna appear, it is loose earth now, right?
Yes, it's difficult terrain. It's loose earth as well, yes.
And would it be possible for me to hold the dirt until the creature appears again?
Let me read Mold Earth again.
You move it and you deposit it up to 5 feet away. So if I'm like taking it from the ground and moving it 5 feet up,
I
the
guess
thing
since
appears
it's part
again
of the same action, I will let you. So right now you're
Okay.
gonna basically take it, excavate it, and then when she comes back, you're gonna move it back.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So she's gonna fall into a
Um,
hole when she comes back.
No, she's gonna
Yeah,
be covered
get
in
covered in dirt.
sand. Yeah, that's what'll happen.
You're gonna get
Uh,
buried in a 5 by 5 foot cube of dirt.
Hestia, you are sitting on the ground, just as a reminder, but it is your turn.
If it's back, like its feet are still on the same level as me, right?
Yeah, it would be like standing in front of you, essentially.
Do I have to get up to put my tag on it if I'm literally just sitting crisscross applesauce?
No, you could just try to tag its feet.
Cool. I'm gonna prepare
Well,
to slap my
If
tag
you're
on.
prone, you would have disadvantage on the attack roll.
I
Because
don't
you said
think
they'd be
that's
considered prone. I don't know.
true. Prone condition. Give me a
I'm
second.
reading it. If we don't care because they're just targeting the foot, then like, just do that.
I'm also not flat on my back. I'm
Yeah,
sitting.
it's like
That's
not
true.
full prone. Basically just sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
So, and this is gonna resolve all right now because it's the War Witch's turn and she has to return. So at the beginning of her turn, she's gonna pop back into existence right where she was, and in initiative order, Aurelia
Sure.
will go first and mend her tag on, which she will successfully do because there's no hit requirement or save or anything.
Yeah. And it's not
Um,
affecting the creature proper, just their clothes.
Yes, and Rhubarb's 2 hold persons.
Let me
Okay,
guess.
she's held. No, she's held.
Oh, okay.
And not
Okay.
only is she held, Clive, give me your since she's or paralyzed, I think is what hold person does. You have advantage on your attack roll.
Okay, and then
Actually,
so
I think
what,
all attacks automatically crit, right? Hold person.
If it's
Let's see.
paralyzed, then
It is
they
paralyzed.
are incapacitated, and they automatically fail strength and dex throws, and any attacks have advantage and are crits. If they're within 5 feet.
Yes, he
I'm
is.
within 5 feet.
So it's an automatic crit. So you
Do I even need to
automatically
roll?
just no. It's just an
Okay.
automatic crit. So
I
you
didn't even need
just
to use
slap it
Hunter's
on.
work.
No, but you like mark her and then slap it on.
I'm like, wait for it. 2.
And then Halloran's gonna put the dirt that's next to her and put it back in where she is. So her feet are like in the ground and she's held.
I love how the task was to
held
put
so
all
many
5
ways.
tags on, and meanwhile we're just like burying her.
Hey,
Her
we have to
legs
keep her
are-
in place.
Keep her there.
Her legs are essentially buried in the ground. She's paralyzed and restrained. And then Hestia's gonna tag her and automatically do so because she's paralyzed.
So that's what, 4
And-
tags now, right?
Yeah, that's all but Halloran. But it is her
Wait,
turn.
no.
Well, and
No,
Green-
rhubarb.
Green
yeah,
hat
and
boy.
rhubarb. It cannot repeat the save until the end of its turn. And there's nothing that it can do, so it's gonna pass its turn and repeat the save on hold person, and it saves, so it's no longer paralyzed, but it is restrained.
Can I pretty please put my tag on?
Is it your turn?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I didn't
It's
like.
it's Aurelia's turn.
Yeah, because the
Is
Warp
it?
Witch just went.
That was the Warp Witch's turn right there.
'Cause your turn
Everyone
was the-
used their reaction on the Warp Witch's turn.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Aurelia, it is your turn.
I'm tired of it passing all these saves. I want to cast Bane on this motherfucker.
Bane.
Does
Uh,
Bane have a save?
Yeah, it's a
Bane.
charisma save.
Okay, let's see.
13 is what you gotta beat.
It beats it.
Motherfucker. This motherfucker's a save machine.
Stats are pretty high. Not that high, but.
I use my
and is
bonus
that-
action to like.
You can inspire. I guess.
I'll inspire Mr. Infinite Mana over there since he's, you know,
Yeah.
doing something.
All right. Thanks. Finally, someone's nice to me.
Just keep doing what you're doing, big guy.
Big is a very incorrect descriptor, but sure. And it is gonna be his turn. He is gonna walk up. What
Reach
will he
over
do?
Clive.
He is gonna like extend his arm and try to tap the tag onto her, like Mr. Fantastic rubber stretch his arm over to the witch and just tap it on.
Say that again?
You should add that d6.
He succeeds, so Rhubarb's tag is on. Now all it takes is Halloran's tag being attached. And it's Clive's turn first.
It's round
Okay.
3.
Yes, it is.
Let me just see if there's anything that I could do.
There is a very helpful thing you can do here. Very helpful thing.
Well,
you
yeah,
can
I was
do
trying to
here.
look for the help action. Help. Let me click on that. I will help Halloran.
Okay.
So I had. Oh yeah, assist an attack roll. So advantage. I'm not sure if it already probably had advantage the attack roll, but
No, you don't have it. You
Oh.
don't have advantage on
No.
restrained targets. They just can't move.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So now advantage because I'm helping.
Okay, Halloran. It's
Wonderful.
now or never.
I'm rolling two d20s and a d6.
I'm just
Dear
gonna
God, I better pass this. Okay, that's a 25.
Yeah, okay, you slap it on. Now, as per the rules, you don't win quite yet. You
As per
have
the
to.
rules, there are none. There are new rules.
There are not new rules. Read resources. I put this in before
No, I
we
was
even
joking.
started.
I'm just joking.
But it has to. The tags have to remain until the end of the round. So, the witch on its turn
Oh,
is restrained, so it has to use its. It has to force its action to save.
wait. This Hestia's turn.
Yes. Oh, it is Hestia's turn. Hestia's turn.
Hestia's turn.
Yeah.
It's Hestia's turn.
As per the rules, Hestia's
Hestia
turn
turn.
gets skipped.
No!
Not again.
I'm gonna try and grapple it again.
Okay, you're gonna have advantage on the grapple because it's restrained already.
Okay.
It's gonna save. Okay. You have to beat a 9.
I did well and truly
Okay.
with 16.
Okay, you grab its arms, or you like just kind of hold onto it fully. And it is considered grappled now. Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. This is gonna be a strange question, but it does have to do with what I'm about to do here. How sweaty are you?
I would say not very, considering I am made out of fire all the time. So I'd say that I'm used to being hot.
Okay. They're gonna roll the restraint save.
I see what he's doing.
It does save, so it's gonna pull its feet out of the earth. It's standing now, and it is going to, unfortunately, enter the ethereal plane.
Wait,
And
so
Does
it
it
got
take
out of
Hestia
the-
with?
No, it doesn't. Well, Hestia it'll just poof right out of Hestia's arms. But-
So it got out of the grapple and the dirt at the same time?
Yes. So when you transport through planes like this, you basically just effectively disappear.
Does it require movement speed to do that?
No,
Okay.
they're just transporting and then they move, and then they have to transport back if they move.
Yeah, I guess that would be removing the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler.
Yeah. So Aurelia's tag is still on. The rest of these tags fall off and land on the floor. I'll just consider you guys having them again, because I'm not going to make you run over and pick them up. But it is going to move over here.
Also, I thought it was round
We're
4,
gonna fucking fail.
but
It is going to reappear right here.
It's by the end of round 4, so we have a little bit of time.
Yes.
for some reason I thought this
and
was round 4.
It's round 3, and it's Aurelia's turn. Aurelia, your tag is on.
Yep. Just start like giving me your tags. I don't know. I could just
Well,
like keep.
yeah,
I could just
no.
start sewing them.
Because can you only do it with one, like, item at a time?
Yeah. It's a single. It's a single item and another item together. But there's no roll to do it. As long as I can just get in and touch its fabric, I can. Like, if I would have to roll if I was trying to do the thing where I'm like, I'm fusing it to its flesh. Like, I had to roll to mend Cookie, but this is just putting it on, so.
If we
Can I.
if we tied all the tags together with the string, would that count as one object?
Well,
Yeah,
but
'cause I'd
then
be
the other
mending the
4 wouldn't
string.
be. But then the other 4 wouldn't be like attached, like tagged
No, I mean
themselves.
like tie all the strings of all the tags together, like in a knot. Would that make that all of those
Yeah.
tags into one?
Correct.
I could pass my turn and wait for Hestia's turn to get up to the witch with the tied up tags, and then mend them.
I would
So-
suggest you prepare an action.
I couldn't just move my turn. Well, okay, that'd be the whole round, yeah. So yeah, because it'll be next round. Is that how that works? Do I have to pass this round to ready for the next one?
No. So the way readying works is you give a trigger and then an action that you want to take when the trigger happens.
Okay, and is that...
And it doesn't have to be with the witch. It can be with your teammates. It can be with anything.
Okay, because my goal is I don't want to just burn this turn and wait until next round to do one thing and then not have a turn.
If you, I have the way of doing this. Do you want me to just give it to you? Because I know how you would do it within the rules. Basically,
Okay.
what you would do is move within the War Witch's range. You'd go down here.
Yeah, that was a plan.
You would ready your action so that when Hestia moves into your range with the tag bundle, you grab it and cast Mending onto the War Witch, which you can do as one fluid action.
Yeah,
And that would be your reaction.
and then I would have the rest of my turn after that if something fucking happened.
Correct.
Okay. Good. That about resolves what I wanted to do then. So Hestia suggests that to me as we're all standing there, staring at our 4 tags on the floor.
No, we picked them up. We picked them up.
We got it.
Well,
we
yeah,
got it.
in the instant that they did fall off, we're all like, oh. So you suggest that I run over. I've got mending prepared. And I'm just basically waiting for everyone to throw me their sewn together tags.
Okay, it's gonna be Rhubarb's turn. Rhubarb did hear the plan and hands his tag to Hestia, and walks over here and casts Hold Person again.
Loves that spell.
The witch does not save, so it's paralyzed. And it is now Clive.
Okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to like get in position here with those 2 tables. Is there a way I can like squeeze through
You don't need to
on
get
the
into
right?
position.
Clive, give me your tag right now.
Or all right, yeah, right.
You forgot
I
about the
forgot.
plan.
His ass was not
Yeah.
listening. He's like, man, what party am I gonna go to after this? He was busy
Yeah.
slamming back
Let's
gin. He's like,
celebrate.
well, there's a plan.
I'm gonna hand over my tag.
Now
Alright.
you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna, yeah.
What are you doing now?
I'll just
You
like
gonna
move out of the way. That way, there's no. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, not that far. Actually,
Mr.
yeah, that's fine.
Mr.
He's
Stay out
leaving the
way.
room.
All right, see you guys. I'm going to the bar.
Halloran.
I hand over my tag to Hestia
Okay.
and just say,
And do
please,
you
for the
wanna
love of God,
move
I can't
anywhere?
afford to get expelled. Nah, really not much I can do.
Okay.
Help action to put the tags together.
Okay, yeah, you know.
That's true.
Fine, I'll do that.
Okay. Hestia. You have the help action. You have advantage on your check to tie the things together here.
Okay.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can tie them all together in time.
Okay.
Could've
Bard, you
given
can use
bardic
your.
inspiration for this.
You can do it as a reaction. Do you have your reaction? No, you don't. Because
No,
you
I'm
have
using it.
to. You have to use it. That's right.
I just was dumb because it's a bonus action, not a full action, so I forgot.
17.
Good enough.
Okay.
So, you have all the tags together now in one big bundle.
Mm-hmm. I am gonna run up to
Alright.
Aurelia and pass those tags.
Alright, Aurelia, you have your reaction ready. You're gonna take the tags and you're gonna mend them onto her clothes.
Yep, she's standing there like, and I'm just going, just fucking, Making sure that mending spell is working nice and good because she's not gonna do anything for at least the next 6 seconds.
Yep, she does have to pass her turn and use the end of it to repeat the save, which she does make, so she is not paralyzed anymore.
She's
And
got
it
all those
is-
tags on her though. And
It
that's
is
what matters.
Aurelia's turn.
Okay. Because I feel unsafe, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. And that's yeah, that's it. Or no, well, because she's not versed in combat, she'd probably back up as well. Because like, I don't like that now it's moving.
Rhubarb is going to. What is he gonna do? I think he's just not gonna do anything. He's just gonna pass his turn and let the games win. You all pass, but not before anything else. You hear something coming from outside.
Urun.
It's
Oh
a
wait,
pyre
I've had it in here the whole time. What am I doing? A tiny little thing flies through the window and breaks the window.
That's so tiny.
It lands on the ground. It's a tiny little fey dragon.
Oh my god. My Discord connection tanked for a second.
This threat is dealt with.
Did we?
Wait, like the warp witch just like goes away or what?
No, the warp witch is there. It's just that it's dealt with. There is a little tiny fairy dragon just kind of sitting.
Are
on
we
the ground
still in
over here.
initiative?
Extra credit.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Are we still in initiative?
Sugar.
Yeah, you are. We're just gonna have let's see what he rolls in on initiative here. Okay, he rolled a nat one as well. So he's gonna be fucking hell.
Fairy drag.
Okay. This is up to your interpretation, but we're gonna go to top of the round. Clive.
I guess I'll just dash towards it.
Okay.
I should have enough
1,
movement,
2,
'cause-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
plenty of movement. So now you're
Okay.
just next to it. It looks like a
Yeah.
blue and pink scaly dragon with butterfly-esque wings. And it's so small you could hold it in your cupped hands.
Hey, little guy.
Alright. That'll be
That's
your
my
turn.
turn.
Halloran.
Is Clive holding it?
No. It's
No,
just,
I'm just-
that's how big it would be.
Okay. I'm going to use elementalism, and I'm going to sculpt element to use the dirt that was on the ground to create a very crude little cage around the dragon.
What?
Okay. You've created like a little dirt dome around the dragon.
Yeah.
Dirt
Is it-
dome.
Is it now like completely covered in dirt now?
No, there's like holes.
Oh.
There's like
Yeah,
holes
it's just
in
like a little
the
dirt cage.
Hey, I was looking at him.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
walking here.
Just look through the. It's a cage. You can look through the holes. I just didn't want it getting away.
Hestia.
Is this a beast?
No,
No.
it's a fae.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna run up as close as I can get to it.
Okay.
And just say, "Oh, a dragon."
I'm just gonna assume you dash.
Yeah. I can-
Aurelia.
Yeah.
I've actually studied a bit of Draconic. Um, can I? I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna start like talking to it like how you would like baby voice a pet, but just in like full Draconic. I'm just gonna go like, "Aw, hey you little guy, how are you doing? What's your name?" And I'm just gonna like, I'm like kneeling down on its level right now, and I don't know if anyone else speaks Draconic, but it just sounds like a lot of like guttural throat noises, basically.
It's a Mongolian dragon.
Rhubarb is gonna kind of just.
We dashed.
Okay. Doesn't want
uh,
his extra credit.
the fairy dragon is going to get slightly larger. And is gonna break free of its dirt cage very easily.
Shit.
And is going to look at Clive and use its fairy breath to try to put Clive to sleep.
Oh,
Clive,
no.
I need wisdom save.
Oh, all right. Okay. That's a 7 or a 6.
All right, Clive falls asleep on the ground
Oh.
and collapses. The dragon is gonna take flight and kind of fly in this direction. Clive is asleep. No repeat save, so your turn is skipped. Halloran.
Can I run up to it and tackle it?
It's in the air. It is flying.
How
How
high in
high
the air?
up?
30 feet, too high for you to jump.
Holy shit, that was a fast
Well, fuck.
movement upwards.
Oh my god, can I even do anything here?
Eldritch Blast.
I don't have Eldritch Blast, Clive.
Nobody does. No warlocks are allowed.
Can I use Beckon Air to create a gust that pushes it down?
Sure. It's gonna make a
That's what I
strength
do.
save. And that one's the strength save, so it's gonna fall to the ground and take some fall damage. It's laying on the ground, kind of just got impacted. And it's
Okay.
gonna be Hestia's turn.
Can Rhubarb hear me? Is this a big echoey space?
Yeah, he could probably hear you if he yelled.
Troot, why'd you run away?
I'm not running, it's called a tactical retreat.
I'm just
Why?
He is Spock again. Do you see that thing? That is a fairy dragon. I'm not dealing with that.
What does it do?
You saw what it did to Clive. Puts you to sleep.
And
Extra credit,
then-
though!
That's not extra credit. My dad sent that.
What?
Why?
He doesn't want me here.
So he
Why
sent
not?
a dragon? Just unenroll.
You can't unenroll me. I'm
Troot,
here by.
leave. Go get a teacher.
That's what I'm doing.
Faster!
It's
Use
still your
the
turn.
infinite mana of yours.
Did it? You said it. Did it break a window when it came in?
Yeah, this window. It broke part of it because it's small.
Can I try and drag Clive like out of the way?
Can I
Mhm.
throw him out the window?
So you kind of. What do you mean by out of the way? Like near the window or?
Yeah.
This is mutiny.
Putting him in the
Is there
plant.
a space behind that plant?
Yeah.
Can I put him behind the plant?
Yeah, sure. You're like
Oh,
propped
wake
him
him
up
up,
sitting
too.
behind a plant.
He can be
let's
woken
get you
up.
to bed,
cool.
Clive.
Oh, cool. I slap him.
Oh!
Clive is too deep in slumber to wake up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Liar!
It's not the sleep condition, it's magic sleep. That's Theo's invention.
Anyways, that's my turn.
All right. Aurelia.
Oh, wait. Wait, what kind of saving throw was that, Theo, for sleeping?
Wisdom.
I forgot I have advantage. Let me just see what would happen if I had rolled advantage on that. I mean, maybe it's probably too late now. That would have been a 15, but I don't know.
That would have failed anyway.
All right, well.
So wait. Halloran, you pushed it to the ground, right?
Yeah.
It is on the ground.
Boy, howdy, I'm not gonna be able to. You know what? I think. Can I do. Because it doesn't understand Draconic. Can I try and do like a. I want to do like a performance check to try and just distract it and keep it like confused. So I want to play like an erratic song.
Okay.
This isn't a
Give-
spell. I'm just
give me a
trying to like
performance
make
check.
a loud noise that's like really out there. Plus. Ooh, I am a Viking. 21.
Okay. It's gonna look at you. It notices you, and it's looking dead at you.
I'm just playing very nice, very calm.
Let's see
I'm
how
still
far it
under the
gets.
impression it's just a funny looking dragon, or a funny looking like dragonfly, really.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, he's not to the exit yet. Alright, that's gonna grow in size again. And it's gonna cock his head.
Just playing real nice music.
Give me a wisdom save.
Well, worth a shot. Oh! First nat 20 of the session.
Okay. You feel it blow past you, and it's like, oh. All those times where you've tried to stay awake in classes is coming back.
It's the same sensation as like waking up with like crust over your eyes. I'm just like,
It's gonna use the rest of its movement to circle around you.
Alright, it's just looking at me.
Clive is asleep. Halloran.
Amazing.
What the fuck are we supposed to do with this, guys?
It's doubling
Make
its
friends with it.
size.
Make friends with it.
No, we're trying to live until Rhubarb can get help.
Yeah, make friends with it. He's adorable.
I'm not good at that. I'm gonna hide below one of the tables under the tablecloth.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Happily. Nat 20.
Okay. It basically didn't notice that you were ever here. Hestia.
Uh-huh.
Does Clive not get to?
He doesn't get a turn. He's asleep.
He's sleeping.
Oh, does it skip his whole turn? I
shoot,
thought he.
shoot.
Yeah, never mind.
He got hit with that Fey Dragon stink breath.
Ooh.
It smells like roses. Let me, Clive, since your turns are getting skipped, let me just tell you what's coming up so that you can prepare what you're gonna say here.
Okay.
Prepare your death speech. Just so you're ready.
4 score.
Yeah, Clive wakes up. He is not a gnome. He is a fish man with lycanthropy. A large red-haired man turns and says, "Hey, you're finally awake."
We're back in the fucking building again.
The time loop started again.
I don't want Noah to experience that.
Aquabole! It takes away all your cool points. You get -7
No
cool
more
points.
It's not that bad.
Whose turn is it?
He's
It's
taking
my
permanent
turn.
brain damage minus 2 smarts.
What do you want to do?
I wanna kind of stand by Aurelia, and then dig through my bag and pull out a little bit of fool's gold.
Okay.
I'm like, ooh, dragons. What do I know about dragons? Well, they're like shiny things, so I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm just gonna say, "For you," and I'm gonna put it on the ground in front of the dragon.
Okay.
Yep.
Aurelia?
As I'm playing, I'm gonna, how do I phrase this correctly? You know the thing you do for, like, stray cats and, like, dogs to, like, you put your hand out for them to, like, get familiar with you without reaching at them to be like, "I'm gonna touch you."
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Animal
like
check.
kind of like bow and do that. Not like formal bow, but just reduce my size a bit to be less like I
Sniff
wanna
my
fight.
hand.
That's gonna be. That could be worse. 14.
Okay. Rhubarb. Let's see if he makes it.
Oh, there's the
1, 2,
piano.
3, 4. Yeah, he makes it. He leaves. He will be back with a teacher. First is gonna be the fairy dragon's turn. He's gonna. Oh wait, first. Grows in size.
I thought he rolled a nat 1.
Does he care
initiative.
about the fool's gold?
Oh yeah, true. He grows in size and he just sniffs it. He like a little bit of fairy breath on it, and then he reaches out a claw and like like grabs it and starts stomping around with it in his claw. He looks over at Aurelia and he just goes. Wisdom saving throw.
Like poking my head out from under the tablecloth. and like,
Oh,
fuck
I'm
is going on?
legendary. 17. I hope that's high enough.
It's not.
Well, I'm not legendary.
Yo, what are you doing to the campaign? I know what you're doing.
You're gonna fall asleep. Let me give you the same prompts.
This
that
is
I
one
gave
big
Clive.
rug he's pulling out from under us.
He's mad because we roleplayed too much. I fucking knew it.
We're skipping to the end of term.
You wake up. You were in a coma for 6 months. It's time for finals.
Yeah, you wake up. You were in a coma for 9 months. The Surge 2 has happened. Whenever
A
anyone
new
rolls a
genesis
critical
is occurring.
success.
Hey.
All right.
Did you tell Mitch? Did you send
Man,
Mitch what you
Theo,
sent
I
me?
was doing this later.
Okay, it looks like you did.
Motherfucker.
All right. It's gonna be Clive's turn. Clive gets skipped. Halloran's turn. Halloran's hiding. Do
How
you
am I
wanna do
supposed to
anything?
not succumb to it?
We'll get to that when
What
we
is?
get to
What
it.
is? Yeah.
Uh,
You're gonna have to explain what you exactly
We'll
mean
get
by
there
that.
when we get there. Just give it a minute.
You
Halloran.
just gotta get the other two people to fall asleep
over
first.
uncomfortably on top of a violin.
And that's why Rhubarb left, because he's not supposed to come with us or something.
Halloran.
Are they here?
I'm hiding.
Okay, you're just gonna keep hiding. All
Mhm.
right. Hestia.
I'm gonna drag Aurelia behind the other potted plant. There's
Dress is ruined.
You're asleep. You don't know that.
I can sense it. I go.
Uh,
In my sleep, I'm like lazily casting prestidigitation.
and Aurelia's turn is gonna get skipped. And so on Rhubarb's turn, he enters back into the room. Not before this thing is gonna grow again. And that'll
Oh
be
God.
that'll be it for the that'll be it for the initiative. Congratulations, you passed your midterms.
Yay!
Hey, not expelled.
Not
Yeah.
expelled, but maybe lethal amounts of brain damage.
Go
from
up 3
copious
tiers
drugs.
if you were about to promote 2 counts as promoting, and then a bonus 1, if that makes sense.
What?
What?
Your grades go up by 3 tiers.
Oh,
If
I
you
thought you
were
said
on
go
the-
up
Why
3
at-
tiers if you were about to promote, and I was like,
No, if you're about to
Am I
promote,
B
it's you
minus?
promote and then 1.
Okay.
wait a minute,
So
holy shit, I'm an S student.
B minus.
You are?
so
You can't be.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
no. Aurelia can't be
Me?
an S student. You're just A minus, right? So you're
Yeah.
A plus now. Or wait, no,
You said go
on
up
the
3 tiers.
you're on the cusp of S. You need to promote up first.
No, you said 3. So
Yeah.
A minus to A, then to S minus, then to S.
No. A minus
A-
to A plus, and then you're 1 into getting to S minus.
I keep forgetting A plus exists.
so if I'm B, then I go B plus, A
And
minus,
then
A.
straight up to A minus.
So I'm S minus.
You need
then.
2 to get between
No.
ranks.
Oh, so
remember.
I'm A minus, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, still, I'm an S student.
So they say.
Not yet.
I'm
but
I'm a
close.
solid B minus.
No, because
You're one away from getting to S minus.
A plus S minus, right?
No, you need 2 to go up a rank.
Fuck, God, I don't remember this. I'm dumb. I
you're
kept
so
thinking it was
sleepy.
just straight progression.
It's just so sleepy.
And my brain
Alright.
cells got. I huffed too much nitrous. Now I'm dead.
So, Rhubarb comes in with Devonius Conning Willow, who pacifies the dragon.
He
And
just
makes-
goes, Jesus, who let this in? Banish.
he does pacify it and like try to get it to calm down, and then he does banish it back to the Mistwood. And he's like, so sorry, Rhubarb and everyone else. That very unprofessional. I don't know how we could let a Fey dragon in here.
He wasn't that bad. It's fine.
No, your friends might not be as well. We'll need to bring them to the nurse's office.
I slowly army crawl out from under the table. Just goes, are they gonna like live? Are they gonna be okay? What was that? Why was it
So-
here?
It was here for Rhubarb. I assume what he told me is that his father is trying to come and get him. Those two are getting tempted into transporting to the Mistwood by getting lost in their own desires. If you get you ever been to the Mistwood? Probably not. If you ever get lost somewhere, so lost that you can never really find your way back, that's how you end up in the Mistwood. So the dragon uses its Fey magic to try to tempt them with their greatest desires into getting lost inside themselves. That's what
Delightful
this magical
explanation.
sleep is.
We should probably
Thank you.
move them
So-
now, then.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
how
need
do-
to get
how
them
do
to
we
the
get-
nurse.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
I
You two can carry
Five of them are
one, and I'll
short.
carry another.
Yep. Can't you just poof
Alright.
us there?
While you're carrying them,
That's a good point. I
we both
forgot.
just
Yeah,
can't miss.
He gets you all to the nurse's office, and as he like puts them into the care of the nurse and lays them out onto some comfy beds and tries to get some restoration magic onto them. First, we're gonna cut to each of their dreams, and we're gonna see what they are, because I don't know what your character's greatest dreams and desires are, so I told them to come up with that themselves. And since Clive was asleep first, we'll go to Clive first.
So Clive is dreaming that he's back in his hometown of Brigglebog, and he's sitting in like the headquarters room, I guess, of the like gnomish guild that he was previously a part of. And he's like at the head of the table, and he's got like a gavel, and he's got all this like stuff in front of him, and he looks much more like overconfident and like in, you know, he looks like he feels large and in charge type, you know, that type of thing at the head of this like guild table for this like business guild. Yeah.
And Aurelia?
This is probably about right. Aurelia, in her mind, is she's actually just seated in like an office, not kind of dissimilar to a lot of the ones staff have here, and she walks out into a classroom, and she's teaching a lot of young people, not like at the level that Strickland does here, but she just has a collection of really bright young people, and she is top of her craft, incredibly like knowledgeable, talented, fount of information unto herself, and is just able to get like she's giving to others what she kind of never found people were not willing to give her, but like nobody in her actual family was like willing to give her the time of, which was personal attention and care for the betterment of another person. And the way that she thinks she'd find that is teaching.
Okay. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
I forgot to add, he's also
Yeah.
wearing a business suit because he's a business gnome.
We will find out next time what happens to Aurelia and Clive. And next session should also be the winter break one shot. So we're gonna have to blend the two a little bit. Part of the session will be the 2 weeks that we didn't do. We're gonna skip over Orbis. It's not necessary.
No!
Unless you want the one shot to just be an Orbis league.
No, I'm
We
kinda
could
curious-
just do that.
I'm kind of
Christmas
curious
themed
what the
Orvis?
I am kind of
Christmas.
curious what the one shot was gonna be though. So I guess it'll be like a half shot.
Yeah.
0.5 shot.
I'm fine moving on from Orbis. We can
Okay.
always do it
Yeah, I'll
another
survive.
time.
I'll see
Yeah,
what
we're gonna have to retrieve us from the Mistwood or something. So
I'll see what ends up happening in terms of the one shot. We do have a good setup going on here, so maybe I'll come up with something. But that was it for today. Good job, everybody.
Yay.
We played D&D.
I'm so proud of us.
finally.
Now, the enemy of all, scheduling.
Scheduling.